frequently tonight. Runner first to get it started. Here is Mike Yastrzemski, and he takes the ball down and in.
You know, Max, who is so mechanically driven, this wind has to affect those mechanics. And you can see so far, like his wild card game, really tugging that ball to his glove side. The ball inside the lefties, away to righties.
He talked about the lower half and everything, you know, working from the ground up, the feet, the knees, the hips.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Why he thought or what he found, but he did recognize that he thought he had found something.
What's up,
and
Stella?
He pitched poorly in the wild card game, but he was not.
What's up, Stella? Trying something new here. I'm out in the Valhalla Tavern. I'm out in the tavern. I don't have nothing set up, so we're gonna have to build this as we go along. I saw that RM. I saw that dude.
Famous Chris Taylor walk-off home run, the 2-run blast in the ninth.
There's an example right there. Max Scherzer with his 3-side.
All right, y'all. So this is just no bells, no whistles, no nothing, y'all. We're just hanging out in the tavern on a windy Arizona night. Gonna be freezing this evening. I've got me some albondigas to eat here, and we've got a 3-ball 1 strike to the second batter. What's up, Andrew Mesa? Beantown Breakdown up in here, What's up, Bobby? Robert says I'm a Raider fan and I'm shocked. I know, we all are. Crazy. Crazy shit, y'all. I don't think I've ever had this much trouble opening up a bag of crackers. What's up, Andrew Estrada? How is the audio, y'all? I mean, I literally just hooked this up in 5 minutes. And Dubious Sights is having some albondigas too. Right on, buddy. Alright, I'm going to turn this up a little bit more. I'm just hanging out, y'all. I'm just going to mess around with these settings to try to set up the ability to broadcast to YouTube from the tavern here. We've done it before, but it was always with the cell phone. This is with a really old laptop computer. Is my screen really white? Alright, let's work on that. Tell me if this is better. Take a seat over there! Called strike 3 to La Stella. Alright, I've got a filter on this camera, so maybe that's the winter green. Is that better?
A walk and a strikeout to start tonight for
What's up, Rob Parson? What's up, my man? Alright, so albondiga soup, y'all. That's what I'm having tonight. Big old Mexican meatballs. And some crackers. Alright, this ball's hit. Right field. Base hit. Giants already got runners on first and second here in the top of the first with 1 out.
And it's a single. And now at first and second with
that's better? Okay, cool. It's a filter, dude. I don't know. Let me try another one. Let me try. That was dramatic. This is Hearth. This is supposed to be homey. But now I'm red. Now I'm all red, so I don't like that one either. Let's just take the filter off and see what it looks like.
It was the 4th run in a 4-0 Giants win. Big swing and a miss.
All right, this is Valhalla unfiltered, y'all.
This is the best left-handed power bat.
Yeah, I've got me one of them Latinas Ray. Castaneda. We bleed blue, says Theory Iser.
He has reached base in 14 consecutive games now. Had that homer in game 1, and he had.
Rob says the tavern is fire. I love it in here, man. And it's getting cool enough now to where you can be in here without sweating bullets. Swing and a miss by Crawford.
Like all great pitchers, it feels now that Max has made the adjustment to the elements. A tough hitter for Scherzer his entire career.
How is the audio? Can you guys hear the game?
But the fastball right by Crawford on those two occasions. One away.
No, my belly will never go hungry, Ray, no doubt.
Stadium. Giants threat early, and Crawford looks at one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Crawford.
Most important players in this ball game might be.
Board game man says chips and salsa at a Dodger game doesn't get any better besides a Dodger dog.
Mookie Betts, know what he can do.
Is there a power outage? No.
It was Crawford's base hit that drove in a run. But
Stella says, please let this be a stress-free game. I agree.
Picked it up off a balance and threw out Wilmer Flores at third base. A turning point in game 2. Well, Crawford asked for time, didn't get it, and that one's inside.
Can you really?
For timeout or just shaking off the top hand. Either way, it left the bat, it looked like.
All right, let's try that.
No, he's asking for time.
Didn't get it.
You know, with these windy conditions,
let's try that there.
At the last second.
That's going to be a big part of it. There's a lot of stuff blowing around.
RM says that's better than week-old ceviche.
Crawford takes low.
No, please let the TV not break down. This TV is pretty good in here, Rob.
On deck is Chris Bryant.
TV 1, I've got Dodgers Giants, and up here I've got the Monday Night Football game on TV 2.
Third 3-ball count already for Max Scherzer. How about that?
Nah, Jack, it's
in the wild card game in the first
albondiga soup. Albondiga soup.
And the Cardinals scored in the first inning of that wild card game on a wild.
So it just got all the mixings of salsa, onions.
3-2.
Took another change up there. Remember Yastrzemski in the previous at bat, he threw him.
What's up, Viking Jerome?
Before Posey, threw him a slider on 3-2, then came back with a fastball. Does he set up this next fastball again by that changeup?
All right, let me try to do some fancy stuff here.
Does he challenge Crawford, the Giants' best player this summer?
Yastrzemski, the lone out thus far, a strikeout.
No overlay here, y'all, but I got to give you a score somehow, right?
3-2 pitch. Here's another 3-2. And Crawford...
Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Over there. You just got struck out by Max Scherzer.
Strikeout against Crawford.
Can't get a better pitch on a 3-2 count. Perfect on the corner, elevated, so it's impossible for Crawford to get to it. And you can see that swing trying to pull his hands in, but couldn't get it there quick enough.
There has been a definitive click from the first couple of batters here. He spotted him, and he's found it. And now Chris Bryant. Over those first couple of fastballs.
All right, I'm trying to put a little scoreboard up for you guys.
Into the left-handed batter's box.
Gals.
Bryant is swinging a miss.
Swing and a miss by Bryant.
Fastball down.
Bryant only 3 for his last 28, Bryant, with runners in scoring position. But interesting enough, feels like a windy Chicago day.
Yeah, he's right at home in a climate like this. All those great years with the Cubs.
Hey, what's up, Matthew Cox?
MVP, a World Series
Scherzinator. QC up in here, What's up, QC? Another strike by Scherzer. QC, I've having me some albondigas, my man. Having me some tasty albondigas.
Perfect change up at the bottom of the strike zone by Max.
50,000 plus. They're up already. First inning. Pitch number 25 coming for Scherzer. La Stella and Posey aboard. Here he comes.
Take a seat over there. You just got struck out.
Scherzer strikes out 3. Strands 2. Works around a walk and a single. And we're off and running in Game 3 of the National League Division Series.
All right, let me mute this so it's going to get awfully quiet in here. Going to get awfully quiet. All right, so we're going to get a score here for the Giants as well. And I think I had that up at about... Let's try that one. There you go. There's our score. We got a score. But thanks for joining me again tonight. Just kind of a hangout stream, y'all. Just hanging out, trying to get some things set up in the tavern here. I don't know if this little laptop can handle it. Nope, no pants. No pants. Apparently they found some like 10-year-old emails where he was being racist. I don't know, y'all. Rebecca in the house. Rebecca up in here, up in here. We're in a commercial break. Headed to the bottom of the first. Still scoreless. As you can see on our $1 million scoreboard below me. 33 up in here, up in here. Wind blowing pretty good outside there. Wind is blowing. We're supposed to have freezing temperatures here in southern Arizona tonight. What's up, Brett? I suppose I could put the inning in here. Nah, we're not gonna. I'm just gonna stick with this. I'll get an overlay made up for in here and we'll get going. Here we go. Dodgers, their turn up.
Roberts, Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, and Corey
Mookie, do the right thing coming up for the Dodgers.
Justin Turner, Chris Taylor, and A.J. Pollock. Albert Pujols in the starting lineup tonight. He'll be followed by Will Smith batting eighth, and then Max Scherzer rounding out the starting nine. Some big names in there.
RM says, if I said F the Giants yet? Nope, but now you have.
In a postseason game since 2014. Alex Wood, the former Dodger.
Outside ball.
As a Dodger, knows this mound well, Ronnie.
Yes, he was with them from 2015 to 2018. Came back as a free agent in 2020, where he pitched beautifully.
No, it's delicious though.
Only gave up a run in 6 2/3.
There's the COO, y'all.
And the World Series.
Hi,
The
y'all.
Dodgers this
Right
year.
there.
Bye.
19 games over 500 against left-handed
I
starting
didn't know you were on
pitchers.
camera.
There was some
43 in the house.
Dave Roberts about where he was going to go with this.
These are
And
delicious.
Pujols, because of the injury
What'd you
to
think of
Max
them?
They're
Muncy,
good.
it has been a revolving door at first base.
There you go, folks. Our
So
second look ever at the COO.
Bellinger,
Bye, all.
left-handed batter goes with Pujols. So the way this flows tonight.
COO, big hello, says Rob Parsons. Hello, Miss COO, says Loggy Raider.
Alex Wood is
La
the
Patrona, says
definition of a
RM.
funky left-hander.
She's laughing, RM.
Sinking fastball,
She's laughing.
Sinking changeups. Cornerstone of his arsenal is the breaking ball.
And that's
Mookie fouls it back behind the plate.
Mookie Betts, 1 for 4 in the first game of this division series, and then he had 2 hits and an RBI in game 2.
Yep, 49-53 up in here, y'all.
And he has had an impact
53.
as well at his arm.
You guys know I like to have a fancy setup. We are doing the exact opposite tonight. We're just hanging out. I've asked her, Rob, a number of times to come on with me.
Alex Wood, and that's what was so enticing.
I've asked her a number of times to come on and do a stream with me.
He's a unique delivery. He's been great in the clutch before. He was excellent out of the bullpen in both the NLCS.
Loggy
and
Raider
the
says,
World Series
LOL,
for the
God bless
Dodgers
her.
last year. They loved his competitive nature.
All right, Mookie fighting these off here. The count.
A starter. He's been a big part of what has been one of the best.
What is the
pitchers
count here?
in all of the National League.
When you look at his delivery, you like to have a comp for a pitcher. There's no comp for that motion right there.
52 in the house.
Dodgers in 2017 when he made 25 starts, won 16-3.
No shots today, buddy.
He deals and skip rope. Mookie Betts.
RM says, nice high-tech scoreboard. $1 million scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen.
He's just about the same. He'll get them on that seesaw of fastballs and changeups away and down, and that breaking ball. Down
Rob says, okay, she is officially invited to the 2026 Super Bowl to watch the Vikings. I will pay for her too. Right on.
And did he go? That last he did.
Oh, Mookie.
First base by Pat Holt.
Mookie strikes out
And it's a strike
on a check swing.
for Alex Wood.
You want to be booed as an umpire?
What's up, Joe Escobar? What's up, Joe Escobar?
I found that the umpires in this postseason, all the way around, have been very aggressive with that check swing. And I think
what's the score of the Rays-Sox game?
Rich Rieker, supervisor who's with us here, and said, it's not about where the bat is, it's attempt to swing. And it feels like an attempt.
They might not know I'm on, y'all.
Then it's a swing. We certainly, with replay speeds we have in technology now.
Dharma says the Kirk Gibson and Jackie Robinson jerseys are great.
More these days than you ever.
Edith says we're rocking that 60 scoreboard today.
That one just missed.
Maybe the 50s, Edith. Maybe it's the 50s. Matthew Mueller says that game between the Sox and the Rays is tied.
Changing their lineup in each of the 3 games.
It'll be a setup from time to time, Joe. I like to do these Valhalla Tavern streams every now and then. It's starting to get cooler in the evening, so you can be out here because this is not insulated. It's just a shed. It's a pub shed. So the whole area behind me usually will open all the way up. It's a board I can take off, and that looks out towards the swimming pool in the backyard. Yeah, if you want to know when we go online, hit those notifications.
3 balls and a strike, Trey Turner, following the strikeout of Betts. Turner, the batting champion in the majors this year, and he shoots one to right. That is
Turner down the line, fair ball. What?
Over there.
They say it's foul.
Angel Hernandez is the right field umpire.
Hernandez calls it.
Set up shallow for this very reason. And let's see.
Yep, it was foul, y'all.
It just missed.
Son of a biscuit.
Strike down the right field line. Close.
Yeah, it is look like a cool night in Los Angeles there. Yeah, the wind was crazy.
If that's a fair ball, but that was a good call by Angel Hernandez.
Edith says Becca's ready for Corey to come up.
Umpire rotation goes home plate.
Yeah, that wind is swirling at Dodger Stadium.
Hernandez had game 1. And a broken bat foul, beg your pardon, the opposite way, right down in left field. Hernandez had game 2.
And then you come around the diamond with third base, second base, first base, and umpire behind the plate. Doug Eddings will be game 5 umpire if we get there.
Yeah, that's what you're always looking for.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like the wind's nuts in LA today.
Game of a best-of-5 series. And Doug Eddings, who's at second base tonight, will be the man in the hot seat. Typically, the umpires and how they set it up, they want the crew chief in a pivotal game 3, and that's why Ted Turner is there today. Fly ball to the right.
Turner, shallow right field. It's going to be caught for an out. 2-away.
Number 2. So the wind is a story tonight, Lauren, and you're right down there on the field. What do you have for us?
Yeah, I'm by the Dodger dugout. Most guys on the top.
It does seem like that, doesn't it, Carlos, that he breaks his bat every other at bat. What's up, Alejandro?
Right now, up at the plate, when he was on deck, he kept rubbing his eyes, the dirt making his eyes watery. It's truly tough to see down there.
So, Ronnie, is it more wind or debris or lack of humidity? What do you feel like is the biggest challenge?
Hey, what's up, Sikkim? Thanks for checking in, buddy. Thanks for checking in. Those rally towels you got tonight were nice. Those rally towels they gave everybody at Dodger Stadium were nice tonight. Corey Seager coming up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Of course, the wind is going to play tricks on the outfielders.
Swing and a miss by Seager.
And a ball and a strike.
72 up in here now. 72 in the house.
Best spot to be right there on the mound. Let everybody else deal with it.
Johnny says Alex Wood should have signed with any other team but the Giants or Astros. I agree.
So you're hitting in that 3 spot today against the
Hint,
Phillies.
hint, Rob, right? Hint, hint.
Each of the first 2 games. 1 for 4 in game 1, 1 for 5 in game 2. Travel day yesterday, and then the series picking up.
D for Dodgers there, Michael Cedillos. All right, fielded by Crawford over to first, and the Dodgers are retired in the first.
The Dodger Stadium mound. 1 in the books. Game 3. NLDS on TBS.
All right, y'all. So we're in a commercial break. It's going to get mighty quiet in here during commercial breaks. Yeah, give us some updates in real time, Sikkim, as the game goes on. Tell all your people sitting around you to watch Valhalla Sports Talk for Dodger baseball. I got to get a drink, y'all, out of the fridge. All right, so we're headed to the second in the commercial break. RM says Jackie Robinson retired rather than being a giant. Of a giant. Man, we got 77 up in here, y'all. 77 in the house. Dodgers Giants NLDS Game 3. Game 3 of the NLDS. This bad boy is tied at 1. Spliff says that other game, the Red Sox game, is going to extras. Johnny G, I'm not really picky about my beer, but I would probably say my favorite is Coors Light. It's the laptop, man. Yellowman, it's this laptop. This laptop's probably, shit, I would say 15 years old. Yeah, I would say it's at least 10 years old. I'm shocked it can get online. But this is the first one I've done from out here with a Logitech camera instead of the camera from my cell phone. So that's what I'm trying to do, is set this up so that I can come out here and power on just like in the Valhalla Sports Talk studios. I hear the popo out there, the popo chasing somebody. Now this is a little screen. I bet you this is a 13-inch screen. It's tiny. Leslie says the CEO is clever to give you bowl food. Well, it's albondiga soup, so it would be pretty hard to put it on a plate.
Acquired from the Minnesota Twins. And he's had a great
What's
year.
up, Kerry?
Never played as much, never produced as much.
So listen, if someone subscribes or super chats or any of that, I will only see it in the chat. I don't know if you subscribe, so thank you if folks are subscribing.
So far, Ted Barrett calling a lot of pitches.
Matthew says the COO gets you some pho. You know, I've never had that before.
And he said, listen, we knew he could play when we acquired him. We didn't know he was going to develop this quick.
The camera's making the computer look big.
Gives a lot of credit to his coaching staff.
Yeah, it's not very big.
Himself. As he sends this one in the air.
All right, this is popped up in the infield.
Turner and Seager over, and it'll be
Seager makes the catch, 1 away.
And 1 away here in the second inning gives us a chance to take a look at today's odds, powered by Draft.
You punched a hole straight through one playing poker? These were expensive laptops at the time.
3 Ks in the first.
Yeah, I know you did, Carrie. Thank you so much, girl.
So far, 2 balls in the air have been handled.
Yeah, I've heard that stuff's pretty good too.
So that's good to see.
Well, how do you say it? Faux? Po? Rob says, I think the police are chasing down the guy who's using a laptop. They couldn't believe someone was using one this old. Hey, I messed up my scoreboard.
His regular season at
There you go.
OPS. Looking for his first hit of the postseason this
Faux?
year. Had some great
Fa.
memories and moments
Fa.
for the Tampa Bay Rays. Was a face of the franchise player for the Rays. So they traded him to San Francisco. And one of the all-time great end-of-season moments a decade ago, 2011, the final day of the regular season when Longoria hit a dramatic home run.
You say it more like fa.
See his numbers against Scherzer. There's a lot of that.
Kerry says my laptop's as old as yours.
One of those two hits a homer.
Fee fi fo fum.
One of the reasons that Chris Bryant was playing
I use
first
DraftKings.
base tonight is the Wilma Flores, who
I used
played
it when it first
their
opened
two
up here
games,
last
to go
month.
for 17.
I won about, they gave us all that
Scherzer.
free money for new Arizona bettors, so I won about 700 and I pulled all the money out. Every bit of it. Never full over albondigas. I love me some
The
albondigas.
year in the big leagues. In the AL.
Man, I don't have the big stick in here. I don't have bobblehead Bobby.
Right at you.
I don't have none of that. I might have to go run get that stuff. SD's asking, is it going to be Dodgers versus Braves in NLCS? Hope so. Fouled back behind the plate.
Scherzer makes a lot of hitters look like that. Like the bat is dragging a little bit. But it was definitely something to pay attention to.
87 in the chat, y'all.
Get the 37-year-old Scherzer, still a power pitcher, and the 35-year-old Evan Longoria.
Down low ball.
But I don't know this at bat. What happens for these pros, like Longoria is that he's a little late on the fastball, a little quick on the breaking ball, really locked in between right now.
Yep, that would be cool. Dodgers versus Jock.
Scherzer fires.
Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Oh, there. You just got struck out by Scherzer.
Well, one thing that is different from the wild card start from Max Scherzer is that he has swing and miss stuff tonight. His fourth strikeout. Just a
What's up, MSN fam?
to this game.
Or Fern?
In the wild card.
8-time All-Star, including this season. He's won the Cy Young
Did he get
Award
a
3
bomb
times.
today, Sheila? Did Jock Pop hit a home run today?
One of the favorites to win it again this year.
He is certainly on the list. He and Corbin Burns and Scherzer and Julio Urias and Walker Buehler all in the Cy Young conversation this year, the big three.
As I mentioned, I've got the Monday Night Football game on TV2 over
At the
here.
end of the year, we're hoping to visit with Clayton Kershaw tonight from the dugout.
I heard they're in
He is
extra
only
innings, Johnny G.
spectator The rest of the season. It's a tough injury for him, but it's very
It hurts like a son of a bitch, Rob.
2 quick strikes. Steven Duggar. Excellent.
Well, there's a big name.
Center
Josue Jave Delgado Salgado. Go Dodgers. Let's go. All right, fans on their feet. 0-2 is the count to Duggar. Down low ball. Rob's wondering if anyone cares about Ravens versus Colts. The fantasy footballers probably do.
Postseason, what do you see? A curveball for a strike, a fastball in the corner, change up in the dirt.
Duggar did play in center field in game 1, but did not bat. And then he did not play at all. In
Bottom of the 8th. There's 2 outs right now. 2 outs, fear no more. 2 outs, the count's still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The velocity of the pitcher. You look on the board. And
Nice, Sheila.
When you want to see the effective.
Wouldn't that be wild if we got to see Jock Pop with the Braves and then we got to go against the Red Sox in the World Series? It's picking up and out on SD18. The cold's coming. We're supposed to freeze tonight.
Here's the 1-2.
Down low ball.
Scherzer, when he's right,
Yep, that's
he's
true,
got
Luis.
Incredible ability. It's why he's been so great. Why he's gonna
I heard he
all
resigned.
His ability to throw all these pitches kind of wherever he
Carlos
wants,
Prache
both
says,
sides
"Go
of the field,
Chargers."
wherever he wants, when he's right.
Hey, we're about to hit 100 in the chat, y'all.
But that's his bread and butter right there, the fastball. 2-2 to Duggar. And he got
Swing and a miss. Take a seat.
shook it.
Oh, there. You just got struck out by Max.
5 Ks for Max Scherzer. 3 up, 3 down, second.
All right, y'all. It's going to get really quiet in here for a little bit. I'm going to run, take my bowl in like a good hubby, and grab the big stick and bobblehead Bobby. Okay, and I'll be back. I'll be back. COO gets an A+ on her albondigas. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. What is a Valhalla Sports Talk stream without my toys? Alright, big stick too. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, I'm back in time. I'm back in time.
Well, this is the third oldest ballpark, but it is a gem still.
Alright, Dodgers up to bat in the bottom of the second.
One of the great venues in all of sport. We were here for the wild card game. It was rocking. They had a walk-off moment. And they're back to greet their Dodgers here tonight as Justin Turner,
Up high ball.
who homered in that wild card game in the fourth inning.
I think Gruden's probably been coach of that team for 6 years.
Stretching into the postseason.
Yeah, that was his only hit, and he go back to his last 5 postseasons, and he's won for his last 20.
0 for 9 in this series.
Rome Loves Dance says, good to see you again, Lord Valhalla. You must be very excited. I am very excited. Yep, Mexican meatball soup. It's delish. It's delish. We're going to have enough for leftovers, too. It's even better leftover.
Get out of the way. He dropped the hat. Fumble.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Yeah, that's his personality, of course.
Man, something up here is hot as hell.
Players in the history of
Oh, it's that light.
postseason. 340 hitter.
The face light is absolutely on fire, y'all.
In 29 games.
Well, it was certainly loud in here on.
It's delicious, Rob. It's like all the mix-ins of salsa in a meatball.
17 hit a walk-off in Game 2 of the NLCS.
Hetch, I was born in North Dakota. My family moved to Los Angeles when I was 3. So they were big Vikings fans. I followed along. And then all my other teams are from LA.
I was going to say, how can you tell? It's loud here all the time. It's rocking.
Next pitch. Fouled back.
Of a late arriving crowd in the regular season, certainly that is not the case in the postseason. They were here ready for action.
Giacomo, I've got it on a TBS. TBS on the TV in here. I've got DirecTV. So DirecTV has the wireless boxes. And that's how I get TV out here in the shed.
2 storied franchises matching up in the postseason.
Yeah, I got a Galaxy hat right there, my man. Crawford fields it over to first. First out.
And Alex Wood is retired 4 in a row for the Giants.
Yeah, 2 ground balls in a row. If he's right, that's what you're going to see a lot. Brian, you know what's interesting about these kind of games is that you almost...
Yeah, well, I've got a, what do you call it? What are those things you hang that make noise outside? I can't remember what they're called. Wind chimes. I've got some wind chimes out there. You might be hearing them.
Just as the Dodgers flip the narrative of this
Carne asada, no doubt, SD.
Yeah,
Yeah, where is everybody from? Tell Rob Parsons where you're from. He's from Australia. Oi, oi, oi.
Would be waiting in a Game 5 scenario against Walker Buehler, which was the Game 1 starting pitching matchup.
I'd like to see that again.
Absolutely. In San Francisco, that would be.
All right, this is Taylor. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, it had to feel good to walk back on this field against.
Nah, she didn't kick me out, Hetch. It's getting cooler in the evening, so when we get into the winter months, I like to do streams out here every now and then, just for fun.
Against St. Louis.
Flew around the bases.
Swing and a miss.
Coming up with the signature.
Nah, I don't really have any memorabilia that's worth a ton. Fear no more.
And out it went.
Nah, I don't have that kind of stuff. I just got a little bit of everything.
With the Dodgers
I've done streams out here before and walked everybody around the tavern when I did it on my cell phone. So if you look back to the tavern streams, you'll see one.
60 years or so.
Yeah, it's fun, Matthew. It's fun.
Home runs in a winner-take-all
It's
postseason
fun.
game. Taylor in the wild card game. Encarnacion did it in 2006.
So I'm sitting at what's the bar? There's a 5-foot bar in here. And then behind the camera, or where the camera's sitting, is a back bar with a mirror and the TV mounted and all the booze bottles and all that stuff. I got my Viking wall over here. My Army wall is over there. My hockey stuff is over here. And I got a beer fridge and another TV up here.
Dodger moments in their illustrious history in the World Series of Dennis Eckersley.
115 in the house, y'all.
The World Championship team in '88. They finally got another one last season.
Taylor hit it, center field, shallow. Duggar makes the catch, and it's 2 outs.
All the fly balls have been pretty benign so far, handled routinely. And Alex Wood has retired 5 straight.
Here's repeating what we said in the open, Brian. 13 times he's made a start, Wood, after a loss by the Giants, and the Giants have won 12.
No, they're full, actually. Those ones behind me, Rob, are full. Which is dumb, because one of these days they're going to freeze and explode in here.
For both the Dodgers and the Giants.
Those are full. Those are all the NFL teams. It was a set that Bud Light put out, I don't know, about 5 years ago. I got a whole set that's empty down here on the shelf.
And Sal Magley, the barber. That's a pretty small list, and Wood was chomping at the bit to make this start. We talked to Gabe Kapler.
109 in the house.
He was not committing to whether Wood knew he was starting this game from the beginning. We did not know as we left the air.
Rebecca says Dodger fans seem mellow. We try to be.
Game 2 decision.
All right, this is Pollock here. It's already 1 ball, 1 strike to Pollock.
Game 4. We have to guess that it would be Anthony DeSclafani tomorrow. The Giants have not yet named a starter. The Dodgers have. Tony Gonsolin will pitch, at least start tomorrow's game for LA.
Swing and a miss by Pollock.
Swing and a miss, 1-2 to count.
So it won't be really hard for me to build an overlay for this.
Pollock is a great fastball hitter. We get a lot of slow stuff from Wood tonight.
And a big moment in game 2. Drove it.
Pollock swing and a miss, and the Giants are out of the inning. So to the third we go. Tie ball game, 0-0.
Now stay tuned for a message brought to you by DraftKings Sports.
Rob says Valhalla has the munchies. That's why he's mellow. Yeah, hit the like. Hit the like, y'all. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I don't know if you guys and gals know, but I'm kind of a nut for hummingbirds. So I had to go out there and cover up my third hummingbird feeder. I usually cover up 2 of them around 5 o'clock or so. And then I leave the third because the little hummingbirds come and they get mad that I'm covering them before dark. And then I cover the last one after it gets dark. And that's so that the bats don't come and get into my feeders. That's so that the bats don't come. What's up, Daniel Rodriguez? Look, y'all, Mama Valhalla bought me a baseball glove.
Max Scherzer at the end of a 7-year contract.
Mama Valhalla bought me my mom. So my mom went out when she was at an estate sale, and I told her my baseball glove's gone. I don't know what happened to it. If you see one, get me one. All right, Wood is out at first.
Sprinting down the line is Alex Wood, and there is out number 1.
What's up, Martin Velasquez?
Well, the big play here is
Who do pitchers be, says Spirit Man Avatar. It's Wood versus Scherzer.
Let it go. And let the fielder make the play, and Turner made it. That's now 0 for his last 39 for Alex Wood.
I've got the ants under control on them. I don't have any ant issues with my feeders, but the bats were a problem. So I just cover them at night and the bats leave them alone.
They're going to have it. If they don't, we know the way it's going.
They're good, Matthew. They're fun most of the time.
Game 2 was a pitcher at the plate, Julio Urias, who delivered an
All right, here we go. This is LaStella at the plate now, base on balls in the first inning. Scherzer's next pitch will be 47.
National League Division Series.
First hit with a runner in scoring position.
So I get this glove. She gets it for me. And I was like, this is nicer than any baseball glove I ever had as a kid. So I thought maybe it was worth some money. So I look it up on eBay. 25 bucks. 25 bones. It's a tie ball game, Giacomo. Swing and a miss. Take a seat over there.
Pitching has been the story in each of the first 2 games. Logan Webb with a gem in game 1.
Logan, how do you watch this lineup?
Yeah, no doubt, Viking Jerome.
You kind of just watch him the same way you watched him in the regular season. You know.
Daniel Rodriguez with that 99-cent super chat. Holla to Daniel Rodriguez. Thank you so much, Daniel. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do it, but I appreciate it, my man.
Biggest challenge pitching in these conditions?
Yeah, me too, William.
Yeah, windy.
I don't know. It feels like we're in San Francisco right now.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of feels like home. So, maybe that's a little...
They're interviewing that dude from Game 1 from Friday Night Lights.
Logan Webb, thanks to Laura, and thanks to Logan for doing that for us.
All right, this ball popped up by Yastrzemski. Shallow right field. Mookie comes in, calls everybody off, and the Dodgers go 1-2-3. 1-2-3. Down go the Giants.
7-pitch inning from Max Scherzer retires the side in order.
All right, so we're headed to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to the bottom of the third. Dodgers 0, Giants 0. Dodgers coming up to bat. You know, Doggy Toll is chilling. I'm not afraid of this guy Webb. I'm not afraid of this guy. He got so many strikes on the outside edge of the plate in that game. If he doesn't get those calls outside of the zone, he's not going to do jack shit against his lineup. 117 in the chat. Yeah, I'm not worried about Webb. We can take his ass on again. Am I that far behind? Am I really? Let me change the channel on the TV and that might refresh it a little bit. I shouldn't be that far behind. Randy says, keep up the great work. Enjoy the series. Appreciate it. Stella says, let's score some runs now. Dodgers are going to win, Tyler E. Biker. We're going to win. I believe that we will win. All right, the Ravens trying to score here. They're getting their ass kicked, though. Ravens losing to the Colts 22-9. 22-9. Ravens threatening, though. 56 seconds remaining in the third. Thomas says, Valhalla, how do you feel about players running in the grass to first? That's out of the base path, my man. Poncho says the Schurz is doing his job. Yes, he is. 123 up in here. 123 in the house. Am I way behind on the game, Rebecca? Buck Foston, Tampa Bay better win this game. All right, here we go. Albert Pujols at the plate for the Doyers.
It is his first start in a postseason game since 2014. That was in a division series against Kansas
Let's
City.
get the big stick out for Albert.
And Albert Pujols, a great year against left-handed pitching all year for the Dodgers. And on the first pitch,
Albert, foul ball, third base side.
From one legend
Rebecca
to
says, I'm
another.
behind
The
you.
Dodgers are full of future Hall of Famers. We got one in the dugout. Clayton Kershaw, thanks for spending a few moments here with us, Clayton.
TBS is behind me.
I'm wanting to know what you're thinking being a spectator.
Because this is wireless, so I know it's slower than it is normally for my
on this
streams.
side than Woody right now. But yeah, Albert's been awesome. He's been such a great part of our team so far. And against lefties,
Next
he's
pitch
been
down low,
unbelievable.
called
So,
strike.
it's a good matchup for us tonight, and hopefully
Called
he's a
strike
bats.
to T.O. Albert.
Give us an idea what kind of presence he's been when he's not
About 28 seconds behind AM radio. That's about right, because it takes the signal from me to YouTube. It's supposed to take like 20 seconds.
Very competitive player at 41, but what about all those moments away from the field?
Yeah, you want to get hugged by Albert. It's a powerful hug. It is a very powerful, embraceful hug. So
Rob Parson throwing up those members exclusive emojis.
I don't know if we knew we needed it, but having a veteran guy like that's been awesome.
Albert pops it up. Shallow right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Shame on you, Valhalla, saying that's all he was going to do was going to get out or hit home runs. Shame on you, Valhalla.
Well, that gets them on their feet. Yeah, the bees are out. And it goes for a hit.
Shame on you, Valhalla.
Like Albert's maybe never had a hit like this in the entire postseason. Gets sawed off by Alex Wood. So strong.
Josh still has his Little League glove. It's a Jose Canseco model with his signature on the palm. Nice, man.
Postseason home runs, an OPS over 1,000 in the postseason alone for Albert Pujols, and he is aboard. And he snaps.
Let's go, let's go.
6 in a row.
Yeah, Kershaw's out for the entire
And
postseason.
that brings up Will Smith now.
All right, Will Smith up.
Clayton Kershaw
Big
with
stick
us.
activated.
We won't keep him long, but
Big
I do
stick
ask you a
activated,
couple
y'all.
things, Clayton, as we navigate this thing. Number one, the weather
Oh,
conditions.
come on, Blue.
Hearing in the
Inside
dugout,
called
what do you
strike.
experience in yourself in that dugout with the dust and the wind and all that's going on
Robert
here?
showing off them members only emojis in the chat.
Perfect weather for
Get yours today. Less than $3 a month.
It's a little windy, but I feel like it's dying down a little bit right now. And I think Schurz might have had a little trouble in the first, but I think at least settled in pretty good. So I think we're in a good spot now.
The Turtle got a stand-up single. Yes, he did.
To stick together. Woody was here for a few seasons, had some really good seasons. What do you see so far tonight?
Yeah, it's Woody.
Smitty hits it left center field.
And
Wade gets underneath it and makes the
He's
catch.
doing what he usually does.
One out.
He's pounding that fastball early. He's getting some swings up. I think he's doing that a little bit more recently. He's been going up in the zone a little bit more. Modern baseball, up in the zone.
I'm lagging right now?
His slider's always been really good. He's able to bury that, and hopefully we can lay out the ones to the dirt. And I think if we do that, we'll be all right.
Clayton, I know you're not feeling great, but just wondering where.
Josh says that's a home run with no wind.
getting back on the field and being top notch next
Got to
season.
play some small ball here.
Postseason, obviously, I wouldn't do anything.
Max
to be out there
Scherzer
with
at the
these
plate
guys,
now.
but I still feel like we have the best chance of winning this whole thing, and I'm gonna be fine. It's just it's gonna be. A little
Brian
while,
says he thinks the bigger stick. Bunt for Scherzer, gets it down. And they get him at first, but he advances Tio Albert to second.
That was a little aggressive too, I think.
So Scherzer gets the bunt down. Real quick on Scherzer, Clayton, and he was raving about being your teammate. You two, with starting pitchers especially.
Josh says Pujols with the big slide.
For all the other starters, but what's that been like working with Max Scherzer and doing what you guys do, and especially at such a high level for so many years?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Scherzer's fit in so great with us, and I've loved being his teammate. I've loved seeing him go about it. He's intense, man. He is intense, and he doesn't ever turn it off. And I told him I'd be in a one-on-one.
William Rogers says set up some motion halogen light bulbs next to your Hummingbird feeders. The neighbors must have been having issues with the bats too, because they hung these reflective spinners on all four corners of their house, and I noticed that the bats have moved on. They're not here like they were before.
We appreciate your time tonight, Clayton.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Clayton. Clayton Kershaw. An elbow injury
Inside
at the
ball.
end of the season, and just a disappointing setup for him that he was not.
Dustin's out, SD18. He'll be out till next year. He got Tommy John surgery.
Get it straight with Alex Wood.
Expecting a breaking ball.
He got Tommy
gets
John
the
surgery.
express, Somehow gets his glove up in front of his face to protect himself.
It's called a strike.
Rob says bats don't like shotguns either. It's illegal here to kill them, man.
So does that make,
If you kill them in Arizona, you can get in big trouble.
No framing there.
We have like one of the biggest bat caves in the United States in the county that I'm in. It's like two guys found it about 15 years ago, and they went into it and they couldn't believe it. It's a live cave with an unbelievable bat population in it.
Pujols at second base. And
Betts check swing called strike from the first base umpire. Thomas says Boston fixing to end it right here.
You guys raised the thumb on a potential check swing.
This one, no complaint from Mookie Betts.
Kerry says if the Red Sox knock out the Rays, I'm going to scream. No, it's not Carlsbad, Josh. I'm in Cochise County. Not sure what I'm going to do, Andrew. I really have no idea what my schedule is.
We don't know if he's played his last game, pitched his last
Yeah,
game.
bats are really good for the environment, y'all. Good for insects.
Big name free agents at the end of the season, and that's one of them.
All right, apparently the Red Sox must have done something.
To me, always combine three things.
Kerry says I'm literally screaming.
Great work ethic.
Boston won, so Bobby from Beattown Breakdown will be in here pretty hyped up.
How to get people out.
Bobby will be in here with his Boston Red Sox muscle, saying he wants some of the Dodgers.
Kershaw with his 3 Cy Youngs. Scherzer with his 3 Cy Youngs.
Jelena checks in, says, let's go Padres. Newsflash, Jelena.
Guys like Mookie Betts and
Fear no more says, just don't eat no bats. It's a 2 outs right now. No balls, 2 strikes to Mookie. 2 outs. Albert Pujols standing on second in scoring position for most players.
On this 2021 Dodger team.
Inside ball.
Count 1 and 2 now.
130 in the chat, y'all. 130 in the chat. Diamond Spike comes in to report Red Sox walked it off.
This game, retiring 6 in a row.
2 walk-offs in a row.
Has had a couple of Ks. Pujols with a flare single to start this inning.
Williams says bats save $3 billion a year for agriculture. Hummingbirds are cooler. Fouled off left side.
That's the slider by Wood, just boring down and in on a right-handed batter.
He's thrown it in such a place.
So we've got bats, and then we're considered the hummingbird capital of the world.
Might have heard Kershaw calling Woody. He's still very close friends.
We've always put our hummingbird feeders away in the winter. This year we're going to try to keep them out all year.
Still in a fantasy football league with some of these guys as well as Wood.
Let's not get too cocky just yet, Carlos.
And there's
Did
nothing
Hernandez
more
win
that
it for
Alex Wood would
Boston?
like to do
Unbelievable. How cool is
tonight.
that?
Pick up
Sorry,
the win for
Carey,
the
but
Giants.
unbelievable.
And put the Giants ahead
Dodgers
2-1 this
representing
year.
even when they're not on the Dodgers
A
anymore.
team that wasn't quite sure he was good enough to be a starter. And that's saying
Mookie fouls
something
that one
because
off. The count
Dodgers
remains
have a
1
great
ball, 2
starting
strikes.
rotation. And that's really was the goal for Wood. He wanted to be a starting pitcher. He believed in himself. And that's where he found that opportunity.
144 in the house.
There's X
144 up in here, up in here.
All over the postseason, whether it's Jock Peterson for the Atlanta Braves or Kike Hernandez for the Boston Red Sox.
And by the way, the Red Sox have just eliminated the Tampa Bay Rays.
75 plus Hummingbirds? That's crazy, dude. We had like a swarm this year that got maybe where we had like 20, but I've never had no 75. We'll see though. We're going to get better about putting the feeders out.
He's got the lone hit so far. Alex Wood, first time through.
Yep, Jock got a home run today too.
Dodgers to 1 for 8. They sacrificed.
That's crazy, William Rogers, that you got that many.
2-2 the count.
So that series isn't over, is it? Is the Boston series over, or they still got to win one more game?
He's retired 8 in a row. Another 2-strike pitch. And missed badly. Off the glove of Posey.
All right, Miss gets past Posey, and Albert's going to steal third. Let's go. You have to wear helmets in your backyard, Thomas? That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Oh, it's over. The Rays are eliminated. Wow, congratulations to the Sox then. Took out New York and now Tampa Bay. That's crazy.
This is a spot where the Dodgers shine brightly.
All right, full count. Hashtag full count in the chat to Mookie Betts with Albert on third. Time is called. Time is called. Did Chipper Jones catch a foul ball? Carlos says I'm only 26 seconds behind now. I'm going to be behind a little bit, y'all. It's the price you pay. Mookie popped it up. God dang it. Infield fly. LaStella gets underneath it. And the Dodgers are retired in the third.
Gets through 3. 3 scoreless for the Giant hurler. We are still scoreless.
Dodgers are retired in the third. What's up, Lone Wolf? Thor's doing good, y'all. Thor's doing good. We go to the vet tomorrow to have them look at his knee again. And we'll see if they'll let us keep giving him those meds. Michael thought Boston would be eliminated by the Rays. What if Pujols would have stole home? That would be the most embarrassing shit ever. Yeah, he screwed up. Mookie screwed up there. I don't know, Curtis. I don't know. Rick says we need some more damn runs. We need some runs, period. Carlos says we got to feel good about that inning. Wood was showing some weakness out there. Rays the only 100-game winner in the American League and are now eliminated. That's kind of a weird question, William Rogers. That's kind of a weird setup. You want to know what the name is of my wireless network? I don't know how that could be bad. I don't know how that would be a bad idea to tell you. That was a horrible win for my Vikes, Rick. Horrible win. I've never been so angry after a Vikings win in my life. 626 up in here. What's up, buddy? Carey is not impressed with the Red Sox. You don't like him. Michael Stafford says, let's go, Valhalla. Why would someone ask me the name of my wireless network? Oops, somebody ripped a fart, or there was a low-flying duck. Matthew says admin password is password. Wait, is it? Oh, the system I'm using? No, I've got a hardwired internet connection coming out to the shed, William. I had him run it underground when I had him redo all the internet wires, and when we ran it, I had him split one and bring it to the shed underground. So it's just a cable that's loose that I just bring to wherever the computer is. "626 says, yeah, why don't you get his social security number while you're at it too?" Andrew says, "Vikings won, you should be happy, Valhalla." That was an embarrassing performance by that team. I'm so sick of the coach.
The three individuals who all homered in game one. Max Scherzer back to work.
All right, so here we go. Scherzer back on the mound. Buster Posey at the plate. Starts him off with a ball. The Dodgers are in the shift to the third base side.
Sends Posey's base hit to right field.
Inside called strike to Posey.
Off the mound on one of those deliveries in the first inning.
Rob says the Vikings won ugly, like push face and dough to make Gorilla Biscuits ugly. Jesus Christ. That's what you do for a living, Rick? Yeah, the dude was cool. He, when I put the shed in and when I brought electricity out here, I had them run a conduit knowing that at some point I would run internet out here. And so the dude that came out and installed, he ran it for me and pulled it through.
You know he's locked in. Hit a bomb of a home run to right in game one.
Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Over there. You just got struck out by Scherzer.
Scherzer and strikeout number 7. And Scherzer is on the road.
Carlos says, what is your credit card info? Asking for a friend.
It's on the side of that seam, it spins it, and it wasn't only the location of that slide.
I want to face the Sox, Pancho.
That slide that had Posey out front.
I want to face the
So
Sox.
9 straight, 6 of those.
I feel bad for Gruden. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't know what was in his emails. I have no idea, but I don't know. I just feel bad for him. As bad as you could feel for somebody that made millions of dollars the last 5 years anyway. Rick's wanting to know what my mom's maiden name is.
The Atlanta Braves have the Brewers on the brink of elimination. Braves win today, another shutout in that series. Atlanta 3-0 over
SD says, imagine a 14-inning game today.
5 Eastern, right here on
I think we
CBS.
did a stream out here that went crazy extra innings in the playoffs like 3 years ago.
I get it now.
This ball, solid contact, left field. It's going to get down. Brian on first. So Brian a 2-out stand-up single here in the top of the fourth.
We've seen some wins.
Rob looking for my address and my phone number as well. You guys are scaring the shit out of me.
Soft out over the middle of the plate and down. He's got long arms, able to get to those pitches and hook them into left field.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
So it was going to get ugly for him, it sounds like.
2 outs in the fourth.
Rick wants to know what's the name of the first street I ever lived on. How about my first pet?
Walk as well. 3 base runners against Scherzer.
William says we're going to get a Muncie dinger in 18 innings. Guitar Man, pull it together, buddy. It's never as bad as you think, Guitar Man. Never as bad as you think. As long as you're breathing, it's a good day.
It's one of the many platoons that the Giants have operated in this year. Strike from Scherzer, 1-1 to count.
It's only the second curveball from Scherzer this evening.
Rob says it's going to take a while to get here with a 15-hour flight. Yeah, Guitar Man, it's never as bad as you think it is, my man. It can always be worse.
Chris Bryant's not going anywhere.
So as long as you're still breathing,
Toss.
yeah, I think it's a mess, Sheila. I think it was a whole mess. My blood type 2, Raul? Yeah, let me get that for you as well. I'm writing all this stuff down so I can give you guys all these answers. Inside for a ball.
This year, late night Lamont, for a reason.
She's in the house. She's in the house, SD.
Scenarios. His best year as a big leaguer. And went from tabs of a role player with the Minnesota Twins
25-17 now?
player with the San Francisco Giants.
I've hardly looked at it. I've got it on up there.
Scherzer deals. And a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 on Wade.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's why you get the nickname Late Night.
Kerry wondering if anyone's acquired the Social Security number yet.
He earned that nickname.
Poncho wants to face the Astros to show him who's boss.
Scherzer with 7 strikeouts already. Bryant the runner at first.
They go over to first to try to get Bryant. They don't get him. Rob says, Kerry, I do know he doesn't wear any pants while live streaming. Truth.
Remember the base runners from first to second running right into that win.
Sometimes if I'm feeling extra fancy, I'll throw a thong on. Foul behind the plate.
Count will remain at 2 balls and 2
Only
strikes.
when I'm feeling extra fancy, though. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wade Jr. He's 0 for 1 on the night.
Here he comes.
Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Oh, there. You just got struck out by Max Scherzer.
First 4 innings. 0's on the board. Dodgers coming to bat.
All right, headed to a commercial break. Rick Simmons. Come on, Rick. Kerry says, what color thong? I think blue is your color. Sometimes, as long as it's satin, Kerry, as long as it's a nice little satin number. Scherzer owns these fools, says Johnny G. Come on, guitar man. Come on, guitar man. William says, I sent you a pantless pic to Instagram. I'll have to make sure not to check that out. Eustace says, I love the Claude Osteen jersey. What are you talking about? Rick says, oh, you've lost it, Jeff. Rob says, stream might be going in the wrong direction. Raul says, it's best to wear your thongs backwards. What's up, Andrew Estrada? Turner's up next, says Matthew. William says it's tasteful. Kerry says that you definitely want to keep the twig and berries comfortably wrapped in silk. Truth. No chafing either. Which Turner's coming up? I think he said which one. 141 up in here. A Valhalla Sports Talk, Valhalla Tavern stream tonight, y'all, for this Game 3 NLDS between the Dodgers and the Gigantes. So is our buddy Rocha doing this game? I can't even look. I guess I could look. I guess there's a way for me to look. I just have to put my personal information in here. I'll tell you what about laptops, y'all. Hell, I don't know my login for YouTube. All right, let's get back to it. Trey Turner,
in this series,
swing and a miss.
Make our way to the middle of it now. Game 3 of this series turns into a best of 3.
All right, so Roach is doing this game.
Grabbing the home field advantage. The next 2 nights will be here at Dodger Stadium. Alex Wood pitching well.
Turner, solid contact, left field, line drive, caught by Wade.
Hit it hard, nothing to show for it. Let's check in with Lauren Shahadi. She's got more on the former Dodger, Alex Wood.
Yeah, he pitched 4 scoreless innings for LA in last year's World Series. Came out of the pen. Alex said, "I love this team, but I'm a starter, and their needs were in the bullpen." So San Francisco.
All right, so Rocha is doing the game, y'all.
Sees themselves a certain way on the mound. Dave Roberts told me today, Alex wants the bulk. He didn't buy into a role in the bullpen for us, but he's a stud, and we don't win the World Series last year without him.
So it's ironic.
All right, so that's going to bring up Corey, silky smooth, Seager.
Bullpen, he played a pivotal role in 2020. But he's been a guy ever since he came up with the Atlanta Braves. You saw what he can do.
Called strike.
As a starting pitcher, and his best seasons as a Dodger.
Poncho says time to put up a crooked number.
In 2017.
Yeah, a 16-game winner that year, had a 2.72 ERA. That's been his best career year.
Outside for a ball.
Went to Cincinnati after
Seager the
18
GOAT,
season.
says Johnny G.
Brian Bannister, the terrific director of pitching.
Poncho says Trey Turner needs to bunt and steal a base.
The idea that Wood would come to San Francisco and start to look at that 16 and 17 season, they went back to a...
Andrew, I'm out in my backyard in my pub shed.
That was part of
Valhalla
the
Tavern.
recognizing what worked, what didn't work. And as you said when we hit the air tonight, that curveball, that breaking ball,
Silky smooth, hell yeah.
was the centerpiece for everything else.
Yeah, when he was at his best, that breaking ball was a centerpiece. The issue for Alex Wood is
Sager
that he's
fouls
not
this one off third base side.
and throws hard enough from the left side. And this is what he did out of the bullpen for the Dodgers last year. In the
No
LCS.
restroom. I got to go in the house,
Of course,
SD.
the World Series.
Or I just pee in a bush.
Only 1 run allowed. But now that he's made that performance,
I just pee in a bush out back here.
and he makes a change up there.
What's up, Grady Grand?
Wood pitched in 4 games last year. All out of the
Up
pen.
high.
No, he did not. And
Seager, free base. Free base.
First walk issue by Wood. The one
Carlos
hit
says we're a bottle.
on the 1 walk.
Andrew says you're funny, Valhalla.
The third base umpire, Gabe Morales.
True story, though. True story. Kind of personal. Kind of personal. Sometimes, you know, if you have to take a leak out here, I like to leak by the back gate this way because that's an area where there could be a lot of rattlesnakes, and they don't like to cross over P lines. Kind of weird, huh? Kind of weird. They don't like to cross over P lines, even after they dry. But the majority of the backyard has like a rock wall around it. Just openings where the gates are.
Darren Ruff was the batter.
With the bases loaded, it tied the game. The
John Britt says, wow, amazing man cave. Appreciate it, buddy.
See both pitchers either blowing into their hands, licking their fingers, rubbing their foreheads for perspiration to try to get a grip on the baseball.
Rebecca, you never tell on your man. That's true, 626. I can't believe she busted out her boy like that.
Justin Turner pulls one foul.
Can't believe she busted out her boy like that. Now that's too close, Raul. You don't want to be peeing right on your house because then it smells.
Wood, a ground ball pitcher, over 50%. Now balls in play, hit on the ground. And
Turner swing and a miss.
Dodger hitters will tie
Williams says it's official. Tom Cruise was at the game the other night because it was Fleet Week.
Not only was up, it had some run away from Turner, and he missed it.
And his first at bat, he fouled a couple up there too. So it's a pitch, I think, when you have a sinker ball or a guy who likes to live in the bottom of the zone.
Another funny story about this backyard here is we have a drug blimp here that flies behind me. A big blimp for drug interdiction and for illegals. And I know it has a camera on it, so I always worry about peeing out there because the blimp will be looking at you. See your pee-pee from the blimp.
Visibility tonight. Posey going with the orange.
Carlos says, don't tell me where I can or can't pee.
The little pieces of tape, little stickers they put on the nail. Yeah, it's a
Called strike. Turner goes down looking.
It looked like it got a piece of the inside corner.
626 says I heard a rumor that Tom Cruise punched somebody at the game.
His third.
Well, I think this has been one of the keys to his success early on. He's not been afraid to throw that fastball inside. He's done it to Betts.
Rob says, shit, it'd have to be a big camera.
And it catches the plate.
Shot of the night, Alex Wood. This is exactly what the Giants were hoping for tonight. Wants the ball.
Williams says, just doing my part to keep the weeds down.
And he's going toe-to-toe with the alpha dog on the mound.
I don't know if they're painted. I don't think so. Inside ball. Frank Gonzalez checks in, says, hold on, my peoples. How are we tonight? Mr. Valhalla, good hearing your commentary again. Appreciate it.
In the non-starting days, but you love those on the starting days.
What's a blimp glue gun?
Scrum in the world making it to the major leagues. You better believe in yourself.
Colts 25, Ravens 17. 5:57 remaining in the fourth on Monday Night Football. Come on, guitar man. I don't want to throw you out of here, but come on, man. Just hang out with us. Have some fun. Have some laughs. Sean Sweeney in the house. 144 up in here.
Dodgers had a runner at third last inning, could not score him. Had a runner at second with 2 outs, could not score.
Kerry is convinced that Buster Posey has orange painted fingernails.
Well, we've seen one big 3-0 swing by Buster Posey in game 1. Will we have one?
All right, guitar man, I hate to do this, bro. I really do hate to do this. But when someone's struggling like that, where they're feeling that they need to type that type stuff in the chat on the internet, you almost have to starve them of the oxygen. So you can't, if they're not willing to come out of it, it might be time to go ahead and ban you from the channel, sir. So I can't ban you with the setup I have currently. Can someone go ahead and ban him?
3 of the Dodgers walked on game 2.
I mean, I'd like to be able to help you, but I just don't think I can. You need to call somebody. You need to call somebody, just like Kerry said. Call a helpline. And I hope you find some peace, my man.
But Pollock has been nursing a hamstring strain, hustled it into a double. Those are both good signs. He would add a block.
146 in the chat. It's going to bring up Pollock. 2 outs, 2 on for the Dodgers in the bottom of the fourth. We got to break through here.
So into the fire he goes with 2 outs. And A.J. Pollock.
All right, a lot of chat the other night about Pollock going to crap in the playoffs. Here's a perfect opportunity for him to end that narrative.
Pollock was in the middle of that group, as was Julio Urias, the pitcher, with 7 hits in game 2 in this part of the batting order.
Inside ball.
Taylor, Bellinger, Pollock, and Urias.
I thought that would feature.
Michaela says he probably does have orange fingernails.
Castro get up in the bullpen for the Giants.
Vamos Pollo, says King Yellowman. 1 ball, no strike to Pollock with 2 outs, 2 on. Down low ball. I couldn't tell there. That was a close-up of Posey, and I couldn't tell. It's possible, Frank. Loggy Raider says they are painted orange. Rob says 4 innings already. I haven't done my work today.
Pitchers can lose it in a hurry, and you better make sure you have someone ready to come in.
Albert Pujols on.
Maybe he was eating some Cheetos.
Seager and Taylor aboard.
Pollock, line drive, left, foul.
Foul ball.
Bradley Helstein Says Valhalla is your refrigerator running. You better catch it.
But in the middle of the strike zone, these hitters bets
The buzz you hear is this computer and the fridge. Lots of noise out here, y'all. GF Sports has just subscribed. Go Braves.
Third time through the order. We're the second time through the order now. With A.J. Pollock. Seager drew a one-out walk. Taylor walked with 2 outs.
2-1 Dodgers. 149 in the chat.
For Alex Wood.
Pollock calls time.
Started him with a fastball, then back-to-back sliders. And he's behind in the count, 2-1.
Appreciated GF Sports.
Remember, there was a cross-up earlier between Wood and Posey.
Bradley thought that buzzing was the drug blimp.
There's that card in his back pocket. The sequencing.
There you go, guitar man. Call that number.
Posey slowly going through the signals. Here he comes.
Pollock hit to Crawford, the second.
And Alex Wood gets out of the mess. A couple of walks, but the Dodgers strand 2, and Alex Wood has 4 shutout up against Max Scherzer. To the 5th we go.
All right, to the 5th we go, y'all. I'll be right back. We're going to try to put on a jersey here. It's time, y'all. It's time. All right, I'm back, y'all. Let's move this chair. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get back to it.
It's all ready. Longoria will start.
Swing and a miss by Longoria.
Back to work as we go to the 5th inning. First team to advance into the League Championship Series, the Boston Red Sox. As they come
What's
back
up, Luke
with 3 in a
Neely?
row against the team with the best record in the American League, the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, good job, Mods. Appreciate it. Swing and a miss.
Quickly down 0-2 on Scherzer.
Swing and a miss.
Was a game-winning sacrifice fly for the Red Sox.
John Peterson and Kike Hernandez, a couple of former Dodgers that are
All right, I'm gonna do Max.
in the postseason of 2021. John Peterson hit a 3-run homer today in the Braves win over in Milwaukee.
Foul ball, third base side. Yellowman said, did we take our good luck shots yet? Not yet.
Pretty good powwow between innings.
No, I won't be doing any preseason Laker games.
Kai Correa, the bench coach, Andrew Bailey, JP Martinez, the assistant pitching coach.
Greg Raging Cajun laughing at me.
Alex Wood's spot in the batting order is due up.
Hey, I'm going to have fun, y'all. That's what I do.
Beautifully.
Fouled off, third base side. I'm going to have fun. That's what I do on these streams, y'all.
Difficult to make.
Me and my $2 baseball glove.
Strikeouts. You see the variation of pitches he's getting with.
You know, he's
This old baseball.
pitches. He has strikeouts on 4
This
of 5
baseball,
so
y'all.
far
Look at this.
Fly ball left field.
Fly ball, left field, left center, back to the wall. It's gone. Giants take a 1-0 lead.
Puts the Giants on top. First hit of the postseason this year for Longoria. He touches the ball.
Longoria, the long ball.
That led the National League in homers this year. Did a big hit and homer from Longoria.
Damn it.
Because of the struggles that Longoria
Damn it.
has gone through, a lot of folks were thinking that maybe he wouldn't make it into the lineup tonight. But a guy with his kind of pedigree always gets a shot,
Yeah, get some health.
and he shows us a shot.
Here's
Hey.
Steven Duggar, shows bunt.
This is not a bad luck jersey.
All
My
breaking
pitching
balls.
motion
That's
might have
what
been
this pitch
bad.
right here from Scherzer tried to
Gil
throw
Soto
away.
in the house. Gil Soto, Valhalla, holla to my man, Gil Soto, for that $49.99 super chat. Thanks for the support, Jeff. I'll never forget you, my friend. How's it going, Gil? How's it going? You look great in your pictures, man. Gil Soto, one of the original OGs here on Valhalla Sports Talk, entered the military at an advanced age just a couple months ago, and he's doing well. He looks awesome. But thank you so much, Gil, for that $49.99 super chat. You're the man. Gil and I, when Valhalla Sports Talk first started, it would be me and Gil in a NASCAR stream. That's it. Me and Gil watching NASCAR together.
As they start to make their move.
Yellowman thinks we need Fireball. I might go out and grab it here in a minute. It's in the house. Carlos blaming the Garvey jersey. Come on, man.
Tyler Rogers. Check myself.
But what's up, Gil? How are you doing, man? How are you doing, dude? I can't tell you how many times I thought about you while you're away in basic and stuff. It's a dream come through. I'm loving it so far. So cool, Gil. So cool, man. I'm so happy to hear that.
And Evan Longoria cannot hit it any better than that. Right through the wind. 396.
Uh-oh, we got a moth in here, y'all.
That was a Lone Depot Home Means Everything RBI for every RBI.
We got a moth. I might have to shut the door.
Lone Depot will be donating $1,000.
But thank you for your service, Gil. You are the man.
It's on top of over $500 million.
All right, let me close this door.
It's been a constant call so far for Gabe Kappa. 2 times in the second game. Game 2, he pulled. It looked like he was going to take Gossman out of the game. He sent him back up to hit. Doing it again with Alex Wood here in the 5th inning.
Moth alert, says Carrie. All right, here we go. Wood at the plate. It's no balls, 2 strikes, and Scherzer delivers a ball.
In this postseason, 11.
So anyway, what I was going to tell you guys is this baseball here,
Giants get on the board first with the
I had it displayed forever.
Wood puts it in play. Bouncer over to
Wood, a bouncer to third base, over to first, and that's 2 outs. So you can't even see this probably, but there is a Steve Garvey autograph on this baseball. It's been rubbed off with me screwing around with it. Thor got a hold of it once.
But that anxiety really was the
But this is a Steve Garvey autograph ball.
All season long. But that home run there by Longoria, you can't hear a sound.
with 55,000 people there.
Poncho says we're mad now with that home run.
To do. Just what the Dodgers did.
Raul says that moth had a Giants helmet on it. I think I covered it with a bell.
They took the crowd out of it. These two teams at this moment.
Kerry killed a bug with hairspray earlier.
108 games.
So what's on the agenda now, Gil? Are you like headed to your permanent duty station? Or are you about to get on a boat?
They've inflicted so much pain upon the other over the years, over the centuries. This is a rivalry that goes back to the New York days, back to 1884, when they first started fighting against one another.
It was ink, King Yellowman. It was ink.
The New York Giants playing at the Polo Grounds, and the Brooklyn Dodgers.
No, I didn't reverse mortgage my house.
Field.
Outside ball.
2-0 on the count. The famous
What a weird question that is, Poncho.
Shot heard around the world, Bobby Thompson of the Giants. That was the last of a 3-game series, not officially a postseason.
All right,
game.
La Stella, 2 balls, 1 strike to La Stella. Down low, called strike.
Still one of the most iconic moments in baseball history. And Russ Hodges call. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. 70 years have passed since then.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gil, for what you're doing there, buddy.
Trying to help him out. Scherzer deals.
Bouncer, fielded by Justin Turner, who was in the shift, and they get La Stella at first.
The Longoria long ball. Evan Longoria, 10th career postseason homer.
All right, we got to get that run back.
And it's 1-0, San Francisco.
Hi, welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
Rob Parsons says I have a special baseball here, World Series 1989, I think, and when I show it to people, they have no idea why. Matthew said they found a guy in the stands wearing orange. Frank wondering if that was the Earthquake World Series. Oh, Poncho says Garvey will sign a ball for you if you reverse mortgage your house with reverse mortgage educators. No, I didn't do that. Yeah, Yellowman, I've got people calling me too trying to buy my house. Probably about 4 calls a week. Let's go, fellas, says Loggy Raider. Tony P up in here. Tony P in the house. These Dodger bats need to wake up. Gil says, yeah, I'm still in school and then headed to my first duty station. Command, hopefully San Diego, then sail to Japan. Man, I'm so happy for you, Gil. I am so happy for you. I knew you were going to kick butt in your basic. I knew you were going to kick butt, my man. Fireball time? Yeah, let me go grab it. I'm going to go grab the fireball. I'll be right back. Weird, I have a bar out here and the fireball's in the house. Alright, I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all.
2.5 is the line, or the number there. And Longoria puts the first one on the wall.
All right, Albert Pujols up. I'm going to do a fireball shot to try to get the Dodgers going, y'all.
Had a little flare single. His last time up, hits that one sharply through.
Base hit for Pujols. He's 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Toast, Albert.
Alex Wood. And now the wheels in motion for Gabe Kapler as Tyler Rogers, who was throwing last inning, continues in the Giants bullpen.
Not only 2 for 2 for Albert Pujols, but the only 2 hits.
Man, that Monday Night Football game is tied at 25 with 6 seconds left.
Pujols will be pitch run for. It's a good day's run.
CEO kicked him out. Might cross the electronical tech, Gil?
So now that only shifts to Dave Roberts.
Keep me updated, man. I think about you all the time, buddy.
To protect Albert, he said no. Against left-handed pitching, his approach against righties.
Boss, a fortnight back in the house.
Get the ball.
Come on, Will.
Against lefties, he tends to jam himself with that approach.
Called strike to Smitty.
Even though it's a cross matchup, Smith's numbers against lefties hitting just .231 this year with 6 homers and 28 RBIs. Numbers significantly lower than
Outside for a ball.
across the board against right-handed batters, where he hits .270.
Tony says I used to mess with Fireball heavy, but my brother started teasing me for it.
And it really shows up in the OPS. OPS against right-handed.
Yellman says take out the only dude hitting.
Against lefties, 732.
Alex Duran in the house, y'all. Will fouls that one back.
Fouls it back into the net. Let's check in with Laura.
Well, I asked Will yesterday how much he focuses.
This
on
kicker for the Colts just missed the go-ahead field goal, and they're headed to overtime.
25 home runs. His at-bats matter to him.
They're headed to overtime, y'all.
My game plan against pitchers, I try to keep my hands quiet, short to the ball. He said, to me, it's part of my duty to my pitcher to try to manufacture runs for him.
He's been clutch.
Luke says, did someone say shots?
2 hits in game 1, had a homer in game 2, and he lifts that one.
Smitty pops it up, shallow right field.
Yastrzemski
Yastrzemski makes the catch.
While the wind is still significant, it is blowing hard. It's not what we saw in the first inning and a half.
Man, I'm never inviting a field goal kicker to my barbecue.
It has not had an effect on the outfield.
Them son bitches.
Thus far, we had a visit with
Pancho Coyote. Valhalla Hall to you, sir, for that $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy.
Hearing from his teammates.
Rob might send me the baseball. $2
$2
Valhalla Holla super sticker with a thumbs up.
His first start with the Giants, although he made the play in the first sacrifice bunt.
Matthew Mueller says, love that flag. Which one?
The way Scherzer bunts, he would not teach. Let's put it that way. But he has gotten down 2 sacrifice bunts.
1:30 in the house. Scherzer at the plate.
Earlier tonight in the 3rd inning. That top hand
Ravens win the coin toss. They will receive. Called strike there. Scherzer unable to get the ball down.
Get that right hand way up on
What's up, Alex Duran?
hard to maneuver the bat.
Rob thinks the ball's worth a few bucks. Put it on eBay, Rob.
But we know that he had that incident in the batting cage.
USC Trojan fan 1000 says, go Dodgers. Let's go.
No, yeah.
Right? Didn't miss a start though.
No, of course not.
64.
Frank Gonzalez has a wiffle ball signed by his kindergarten teacher.
That's a pop-up and that's a strikeout.
All right, Scherzer strikes out trying to bunt.
So a couple of outs here after the leadoff single.
We need Mookie to show up right here, y'all.
Dave Roberts let Scherzer bat down 1-0. He's gone. It's a strikeout for Wood, his 4th. And with 2
Tony,
outs,
it's still hurting like a
top of
son
the
of a
order,
bitch, my man.
Mookie
I'm not going to
bats
lie.
come up, and that's going to be the end of the line, it looks like, for Alex Wood.
All right, they're going to pull Wood here.
Gonna make the call.
They're going to pull Alex Wood out of this ball game.
Everything they could have dreamed for in this start. He will exit.
Mookie's going to come up against a new pitcher with 2 outs.
And at this point, 4 2/3 scoreless innings.
Chased Wood.
Wood is out.
Jedi has a Miguel Batista signed baseball. Aim in the house says, what's up, bro? All right, so we're in a break here. We're in a little break here, y'all. Mookie says, fear no more. Tony P says, you don't believe in smoking marijuana, do you? I literally wouldn't mind trying it. I've never tried it. I've told you guys that before. But I think for some of the health things I got going on, that would probably be pretty good, actually. That would probably be pretty good. Alex says, I need to blaze. Yeah, what it is, y'all, is they cut that big chunk out, right? And then they got to stretch the skin. So, I don't know, man. Tony says we need Mookie to step up. He's virtually been a no-show this season. Yeah, we need him to show up. Fear No More says, yeah, go to a professional. Weed is stronger these days. I got a hilarious story about weed from a couple weeks ago. So my old man, my stepfather, is kind of, he's far along, he's old, kind of bedridden, all that stuff. And my mother likes to go to the casinos. So she asked me to come watch him a couple weeks ago. So I go watch him, and I wheel him out on the front porch because he likes to have a smoke every now and then. And I wheel him out there, and we're smoking. There he's having a cigarette. And I'm like, I smell a skunk. There's a skunk right here. And my old man looks at me like trying to tell me something. I totally ignore him, and I'm like, no, I'm sure it's right here. And I'm looking on the other side of their little wall and everything, back and forth, and I was like, I smell it. He has to be like within a foot. And finally my old man flips me off and points up above him to the apartment above his, and apparently the guy upstairs from them smokes weed all the time. I thought it was a skunk. I thought it was a skunk like attacking his front porch. So he was like, you dumb fuck, I've told you 3 times the guy up above me smoking weed.
Brothers and twins make it to the big leagues together and enjoying each other's success. But the Giants...
And here I am thinking I'm like the... on one of those channels with the animals. Like, I know it's close. I can smell it. It's probably right here.
One extreme to the other from the left side.
This was last week, Tony.
2-0 to count.
I've smelled, like weed before. I've known people that smoked it and all that stuff. And at Raider games, it used to be where I sat in the cheap seats at the Raider games in L.A., and that was all marijuana smoking territory. But I don't remember it being that close to the same as a skunk. I don't remember that part. Down low, called strike. And I think that's probably because there's a lot of skunks in this area. So back in those days, I had never smelled a skunk before because I lived in Los Angeles and the smog kills them some bitches. Carlos says I'm a regular Sherlock Holmes. Loggy Raider says that's brickweed.
Giants just scored on a Evan Longoria solo homer off Scherzer to start the 5th.
Is this that guy that pitches sidearm like the Colby? Mookie, solid contact, fielded though by Crawford, long throw to first. And they get him. The Dodgers strand 2 again.
Alex Wood sees his runner stranded. And the Giants lead this Game 3 of the National League Division Series. 1-0 San Francisco. They come.
626 says it's because it's the funky skunky nowadays. Jedi, activate the big stick. Dodgers are going to win, Aiden. That's my prediction. We're talking about it all here, Rob. You never know where these conversations in Valhalla Sports Talks chat are going to go. Manta says it's good weed if it smells like skunk. He was smoking the good stuff then. They told me that he has like 4 plants. I guess in Arizona we're allowed to have 5 plants or some shit. Joe says I was probably smelling his bare feet. Yeah, I know about CBD and all that stuff, Tony. I'm going to talk to my my doctor that I see. On Tap Sports says, is this a big game? This feels like a big game. It's a pretty big game, On Tap Sports. What's up, buddy? Yeah, you don't know where chats are going to go in here. We talked about hummingbirds, bats, weed. King Yellowman says, Valhalla would suck at Border Patrol. Why are so many packages of oregano and flour coming across the border? I got a story about that, too. Rob says, I'm not stoned, but I feel kind of funny listening to the stream. Viking Jerome says, we can't possibly lose to these giants. Frank said, my grandma used to use weed as an ointment for her arthritis. Tony P said, back in 2013, I used to legally grow, transport, and sell marijuana in Arizona. Luke caught his mother last week with a blunt that looked like a baby's arm. She's in her 70s. When I was dating the COO, she lived right next to the border. Right next. I mean, you could literally throw a rock over the border where her house was at. And I was out smoking a cigarette on her old man's truck. You know, the bed of the truck one day. And some illegals came across with a box that we found out later was marijuana. And when Border Patrol came converging from a number of different directions, these guys that were bringing this box of marijuana just threw it, and it landed at my feet. So at the time, I was working for like juvenile detention, so I called the sheriff, Sheriff Willie, and he came down and took possession of the box. And I never opened it or nothing, and he opened it, and I was in for a deposition a couple months later, and it was like marijuana, and apparently it had street value of like $18,000 or some crazy shit. So that's as close as I've ever been to a large amount of marijuana. No, that was his real name, Rob. That was his real name. Matter of fact, if I remember right, his last name was Parson.
Look to see how far they could push him.
Dharma says that you had no papers. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I thought it might be something worse than marijuana, and I didn't want no part of it. Yastrzemski hits it, center field, back to the wall, goes Taylor, makes the catch. Robert Rothberg in the chat. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think you're right, Yellowman. I think that was bullshit. I agree with you. Yeah, it's nice out there, Kerm. It's getting cold, though. All right, Ravens win this one. Final in overtime, 31-25. Ravens win it in OT.
Studio post game. He used to run him down just like that. Here's Buster Posey now.
Called strike outside. Joe says, now Sheriff Willie lives upstairs from your dad smoking that stash.
Already his 5th hit of this series. He's 1 out of 2. Scherzer came back, struck him out with a slider in the 4th. Scherzer sitting on 9 Ks.
All right, Scherzer with 9 strikeouts thus far. 1 out here. Swing and a miss by Posey. No balls, 2 strikes to Buster.
The exact swing from Posey. Go back to it. Why not? 0-2 pitch.
Outside ball.
Posey's been a monster in the postseason.
I've got a buddy in town whose son is making big money growing.
We saw one of his great moments in the division series.
What do you call them?
Slam in Game 5 of the
Microgreens.
NLDS against the Cincinnati Reds.
So like little baby plants of like sunflower seeds and onion and different flavors, and people, I guess, put them in their smoothies and stuff, and put it on top of their salads. And he's killing it. Posey pops it up, center field.
Much easier chance for Taylor.
Taylor waves off Pollock and makes the catch. 2 away.
Well, been some great defense in this series. The Dodgers have turned in a number of terrific plays, and a lot of those passing.
Tony says all this weed talk, I'm forgetting about this game. Robert says the Giant bullpen's going to close this out.
Game number 2 with Mookie Betts getting Flores at third base and Taylor just
aim it is boom boom. As soon as it comes back, I'll let you know, buddy. Yeah, it's the top of the 6th right now, buddy. Yeah, he's making about $1,000 a week, Tony. Outside ball.
And you always have to point out center fielders. You don't make the diving catch. The diving catches end up in the highlight.
Yep, you can use them as supplements.
The jump and the route by Chris Taylor with the speed.
Dodgers are going to win tonight.
Right to the spot. Made it easy on himself at the end.
Next pitch.
First hitter of the inning.
Called strike. Scherzer getting that outside strike on these Giants tonight.
Home run. I mean, you're at a point now, and Max has pitched long enough, where you feel as a starting pitcher, they can't get any more.
The Element throwing up that blue wave. Next pitch. Outside ball.
Changeup missed away. How much of what is happening now with Scherzer? Obviously, he's a legend. He's one of the
Gotcha, Frank Gonzalez.
I'm guessing a lot of it has to do with tomorrow, too. I mean, what's going to happen tomorrow for both teams? It feels like you get into a Game 4 scenario, and the bullpens are on red alert in a Game 4 scenario.
I mean, think about tonight, Alex Wood at his finest.
Yeah, we got to get some runs, Gary.
At his finest. So that's how.
Kylan says too many people these days are too judgmental, can tell by looking at them.
They're of the Cy Young quality.
Microgreens are crazy, man. Swing and a miss. This guy that's making all that money on the microgreens, he's literally growing them in a room in his house, in one of the bedrooms. He's just got these huge shelves with trays and lights and water sources, and then he's got a website and he delivers. He's got a couple restaurants he's delivering to, and he's killing it. Crawford, fly ball, center field. Taylor on his horse to the warning track. Yeah, catches it. 3 up, 3 down. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th. Giants 1, Dodgers 0. He got all them outs. All right, y'all, I'll be right back. This wind's blowing out here. I got to make sure something's tied down. I'll be right back. Rob has 3 bedrooms doing that right now. No, these are just, Rob, these are totally legal. These are regular plants. Like, I can't remember the different flavors. Peas. He's got some kind of an onion, green onion. Sunflower seed. There's like 5 or 6 different flavors. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That wind is really picking up out there, y'all.
The homer, Donovan Solano enters the game at second base.
Pete McDevitt show up in the house. What's up, buddy?
Rogers back on the mound.
All right, Turner, the first batter here.
Early to get Mookie Betts. We will continue. Trey Turner.
Swing and a miss by Trey.
The miss with the first offering to start the bottom of the sixth. Heart of the order coming up for Los Angeles.
How you doing, Pete?
Start counting the outs. Well, the Giants know they need
Yep,
to pick
exactly,
up well.
Poncho.
It is going to be interesting to see how they roll their bullpen out there.
Swing and a miss by Turner.
Comes up empty again.
Come on, man.
Quickly, 0-2.
Trey Turner in his career 0 for 3 against Rogers. Seager 0 for 5.
Grand slam coming up, says Tyler E-Biker.
In his career.
Frank Gonzalez looking for that leadoff bunt grand slam.
0-2 pitch.
Way up high and outside.
Center from Rogers.
Kind of interesting that Gabe Kapler has kind of trusted Rogers with this part of the order. You see his delivery, almost scraping his knuckles on the dirt. He's got reverse splits. He does better against left-handed.
Yeah, they're definitely legal. Microgreens.
Both sides.
Yes, he does.
Turner fouls this one off right side.
Managers talk about lanes, windows.
Right side.
This is the one. That's Turner, Seager, Turner. I mean, this is.
We always get a bobble on the bobblehead for a home run there, Jedi. That's part of the bit on this channel.
These two teams are very similar. The Giants.
No, the blimps are down right now. The blimp is down.
It's a little different with Scherzer on the mound tonight, but
Turner gets a hold of this. Left center field. Back to the warning track, and the wind knocks it down as well and out. Son of a biscuit.
Over into the gap in left center, and that was a pretty routine.
Son of a biscuit.
Off the bat, it would be a double from Turner, but because of the positioning of Wade Jr., you can see him out in left field.
No one scores off the Giants bullpen, says Robert.
10 strides to his
114 in the chat, y'all. 114 in the chat. We just couldn't get to that big number. That shows that thumbnails are important.
Great scouts.
That shows that a thumbnail is kind of important. Swing and a miss by Seager.
72-mile-an-hour slider from Rogers, and Seager was way out in front.
Look at the positioning against a left-handed hitter. Swung to the
Nope, no good luck shots. All we get are homer shots. That's it.
Moving over Yastrzemski to try to take over that right center field gap.
Down low, called strike.
0-2 the count.
Come on, Seager. I'll show you how to hit it. I'll show you how to hit it.
Grounded to short his first time up to end the inning, and then he walked with one out in the fourth. Alex Wood stranded 2 on in that inning, the fourth inning. He walked 2 batters. Got out of there with a 0.
Way outside. And gets past Posey.
Don't forget, DraftKings.
Maddie says Dodgers have 2 hits, 2 both from Albert Pujols, and he's out of the game.
All postseason, you can play
I gotta quit hitting the bar here, y'all. Seager fouls that one at the plate.
Seager, one of those key free agents at the end of the year. Pretty good odds he's going to be playing elsewhere next season.
So these announcers predicting Seager's gone. Seager pops back to Rogers. Rogers fields it over to first. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Rogers is that he's a submariner.
Yeah, it does, Rob. Good thing it was a dollar bat.
To first base.
Yellowman says it sounds like I got a cash register. Well, I hit the footrest on the bar, and that made the bell ring.
He trusts his living with the submarine. He trusts getting it out of first base.
This is just a little bat, y'all.
Take, in all seriousness, some incredible athleticism to be able to throw this way.
It looks bigger on camera.
And the strength to build up the back. And
Just like me, I look bigger on camera. Swing and a miss by Turner.
Appearances this year with 80.
They're saying Seager's going to go play for another team.
Workhorse for the Giants.
This one, though, is most important, eh?
Robert feeling his oats. Robert all confident now. Inside, down low, ball. Giants got one run, and Robert got that in the lead muscle.
Desperately trying to find it.
Robert's in the lead muscle.
0 for 2 in this game. He's 0 for 11 in the series.
Matthew thinks that for the Yanks. I've heard the Yankees a lot.
Look, 4 for 6 off Rogers.
He is the Dodger franchise leader for postseason.
David says we got to
homers
score.
with 13. And he shoots one to right.
Base hit, right field.
Justin Turner with a single to right. And the time run is aboard here in inning number 6. Inning is extended from Chris Taylor.
I think that puts Turner like one at bat away or one hit away from the all-time Dodger record. Yeah, 6 dents now, Rob. Yellowman wonders who's going to pay Bellinger. I don't know that Bellinger's going to get the big money. Y'all, I think even Seager knows that he's gone. I think even Seager knows that he's gone.
It's a big one, though.
I hate it. I hate it. Not gonna lie. Taylor's right center field, back to the wall, caught at the warning track. God dang it!
The center fielders putting on a show in this game. Duggar and Taylor, and Chris Taylor gets a bit of his own medicine here, sprinting into the gap.
2 feet from the wall, maybe 3 feet.
Inning over.
Son of a biscuit. Matty says the Yankees want Sager for the short porch and right. Tony thinks he's going to Philly. Robert says 9 outs to go. Yellowman's not worried about losing either one of them. Poncho says, I just want another World Series win this year and won't mind a 5-year World Series drought after that. What do I got to do, y'all? We got to put on a World Series hat or what? We got to put on a World Series hat to try to shake this shit up? How many runners have we stranded in this game? I think at least 8. Kerm says he could see Seager going to the Angels. Mr. Boatman Voodoo says Bellinger's going to hit a 2-run pinch hit walk-off home run. Seager's from New York? I didn't know that either. Frank Gonzalez says, I am positive that I am unsure about how this game's going to end. Brian Sevilla says if Dusty was managing, he could say toothpick activated. Put on a Brooklyn cap? We'll put the Brooklyn one on if this inning doesn't look better for us. Rebecca says his parents are from New York. I didn't know that. Robert says the Giants are not done scoring. Rebecca says he grew up in New York City as a Yankees fan. I don't know why I thought Seager was from Los Angeles. Let's get back to it.
Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. Get all your postseason gear and wear what the
Look at all them beautiful Dodger jerseys in the store there. They could be yours for $185.
Back on the mound for LA. Chris Bryant leads off. First pitch.
Down low, called strike to Bryant.
By the way, the sweatshirts have sold out here tonight.
Yes. And a cool Southern California night. Temperature in the 50s. Giants brought the San Francisco weather here.
Inside for a ball.
The summer in San Francisco weather here.
Tony says Seager's from North Carolina.
It's been whipping around all night. Got to give these outfielders credit, though. They made a number of nice plays.
Maddie says Seager's not from New York either.
Bryant
Pops it up.
Turner over on the shift.
Turner fighting the wind, catches it on the grass.
The Giants
One away.
pretty tight defensively themselves, Ronnie.
Yes, they have. They've had some good plays from their first baseman. They didn't know who was going to play there. That was Wilmer Flores. And then this was the sublime play from the Stella Crawford.
It's crazy how much they want for these jerseys now, Rob.
In the third base position.
You can get like the fake ones, the fake jerseys for like 100, 150, unless you're talking about hockey jerseys.
It's so interesting.
Swing and a miss. But man, if you want like a real jersey like the one they're wearing, that's $350. $350 for baseball jerseys. Shit's crazy.
Left field pole to the right field pole. Crawford was knocked down. Taylor's had that extra kick to it. And Duggar had
Called strike on the inside.
Oh, and 2 to count on Lamont Wade.
Rebecca says, I know all. Well, I bought a lot of these Dodger jerseys off of eBay. But it only works, y'all, if you're buying like the older ones, because the blues are never right. The blues are never right on the knockoffs. And if you're a Viking fan, the purple's never right. This is a knockoff Viking jersey. This is a knockoff Viking jersey, and I guarantee that purple's not anywhere near to correct. I guarantee that purple is nowhere near correct.
Strikeouts. His last K came in the 5th inning. Here's the 0-2.
Foul back.
Better swing there by Wade Jr.
Yeah, the $350 ones are like the polyester, like they really wear. And they're snazzy. Those are the kinds we used to get when I was a kid. For $25.
Near the bottom of the 7th. This will certainly be his
Yeah, me
last
too,
inning.
Guillermo. I got a moss right over here. For the same reason. For the same reason, my man.
Very little humidity in the air tonight. Showed you when we hit
All right,
the air.
1 out, top of the 7th. 1 balls, 2 strikes to Wade Jr. Giants still leading 1-0.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. And right off the end of the back.
Fouled off third base side.
Ron Walters would have made that play 100 years ago.
Spliff Raider has an authentic Kemp Dodgers jersey.
Hotter, he would have made that play.
Be retiring at the
Tony
end
and
of the year.
Rebecca apparently lived in North Carolina at the same time.
Giant coach.
Here's a 1-2. And
Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Over there. You just got struck out by Max Scherzer.
Scherzer with strikeout
2 away.
number 10 as we check in.
David got his Brooklyn hat on.
Corey Knebel, I saw him yesterday at workout, and I said, besides stuff, what makes Max so elite? He said, most pitchers, they circle 1 to 3 guys in the
All right, this next pitch by Scherzer will be pitch 106, and the Dodgers have one up in the bullpen.
7, 8, 9 hitters as he does
I think that was Knebel or whatever the fuck his name is.
Thank you, Lauren. There's a lot of reverence for Max Scherzer. Longoria
Swing and a miss by Longoria.
popped the home run in the 5th, a wave and a miss. Now the slider from Scherzer. Max Scherzer now with 5, 10 or more strikeouts.
Josh has a Machado jersey.
Only Verlander and his teammate Kershaw with more.
Ball, 1 strike.
Longoria's last postseason home run. 2013, Game 3 against the Red Sox.
No, not Evil Knievel. Close though, Corey. Outside ball.
That at bat 2 in the 5th, got to 2 strikes.
Yeah, Betts got to pick it up, y'all. Mookie Betts is the next one for us to start yelling at all the time. Meanwhile, you got Jock Peterson and Kike out there. Verdugo killing it for the Sox, by the way.
Will Smith behind the plate wants to start over now.
Ray says, does your brother tell you not to curse also? I don't have any brothers, man.
Longoria said it was
I'm an only child, y'all.
This was the home run, the only tally on the board.
It's buffering. Hang with it. It'll hold
They
on.
readjusted the distance here. And if there was no wind blowing, it might have gone 430.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He fouls that one away.
Fouled off. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Max gives up a home run on a fastball. 2-1 count behind the Longoria. Challenges him with a fastball again.
Bilbo wondering when Eva Longoria took up baseball. Hell yeah, I think they should be cheaper, Rob. Why should they be? You should get a discount just because they're Viking jerseys.
Scherzer has started in a Dodger uniform since the trade. He did lose at Dodger Stadium early this year as a member of the Nationals. But a perfect 7-0.
130 in the chat, y'all. 130 up in here, up in here.
2 outs.
Next pitch.
2-2 pitch.
Longoria, center field.
Taylor is over. He's
Taylor makes the catch.
terrific catch.
Woo! 3 away.
Outfield is making plays all game long. Chris Taylor again. And another great jump and a route and taken away from Longoria to 3 down 7.
All right, 7th inning stretch, y'all. So somebody in the chat, let's sing it. Somebody in the chat, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. So let's root. Root for the Dodgers. If they don't win, it's a shame. So it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Thank you. Thank you very much. Rob is playing his organ right now. All right, I guess we can turn off TV 2 here. TV 2 is off, y'all. 626 says, curtsy, please. Tony says, Knievel was lights out last night. Poncho says that was much better than Ozzy's rendition. You know, I try, y'all. I try for you, Berserkers. I try. I try so hard. We're not coming up short, Bilbo. Rob says, I really am waiting for you to bring in some special guests. I don't do a lot of collab stuff. Carrie says, you missed your calling with that amazing voice. I know. 626 says, oh my God, Bilbo, shut up, you negative Nancy. Rebecca says, Bilbo, you had that feeling the last game. Gary says, let's get some runs. Yeah, they'd still do the anthem. I doubt they'd fly me out there, though. Harry Carey would be proud. All right, let's get back to it, y'all.
Ball clubs, great rivals, and the defense on display on a challenging night. Chris Taylor.
Come on, we get a run here. All the pressure goes right to them.
To the Dodger half of inning number 7.
AJ Pollock at the plate. Called strike.
Back on the mound.
Called strike.
Tyler Rogers got an out. Mookie Betts in the 5th. A clean 6th inning. And still on here in the 7th.
Next pitch. Outside for a ball.
A.J. Pollock gets it started. Scherzer spot the order up 4th. Scherzer with 110 catches. Likely he's done. Jake McGee
up in the Giants bullpen.
Injured, an oblique injury. Lost that job.
Scherzer is 4th up to bat in this inning.
Come back and pitched well in game 2, and here he is.
Rogers versus Pollock, 1-1. Bullshit! How is that a strike? Oh my God!
Second guess by the Dodger left fielder with home plate umpire Ted Barry.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Ball stayed inside, but called by Barry. Was 110 pitches.
Steven Sosa Jr. on deck for the Dodgers.
Everyone asked to do something a little more tonight.
Steven Souza Jr. on deck. And they swing a foul.
Fouled at the plate. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Scherzer and Chris Taylor. Taylor telling him how he did it. Scherzer 7 strong. 3 hits, 1 run, a home run by Longoria, 1 walk.
Yeah, they might as well put on some Giant jerseys. Blake Trinan up in the Dodger bullpen.
The terrific Dodger setup man for Kenley Jansen is getting ready.
Heavy artillery.
Yes, both sides. Rogers deals, bouncing ball.
Pollock bouncing ball. Shortstop, nice play. They get him out at first.
Oh, what a play! Donovan Solano.
Solano
Smooth going into that
slides to his right there, makes the catch, comes up firing, and gets Pollock by about 2 steps.
Came in the top of the 6th inning as a defensive replacement.
Rob reckons the bat might end up with more dents. I'm kind of over that stage of my sports fandom, Rob. I used to be that guy that threw shit at TVs, and I used to go outside and like chop on trees with an axe when the Vikings would lose, and I don't do that shit no more.
Donovan Solano.
Leonard says, honestly, you sounded like an angel. What's up, Bobby? Congratulations, man. Congratulations to you and your socks. Chique Sprite Gonzalez Hernandez comes up big for your boys and advances them in the playoffs.
What kind of power that could tie this up quickly.
Sousa, base hit, right center field.
Yastrzemski cuts it off, and a pinch hit single.
Pinch hit single for Sousa, number 18.
And that number
Eat it, Bilbo, eat it.
Produced 3 hits tonight. 3 of the 4 Dodger hits.
Eat it, Bilbo Baggins. Will Smith coming up. Will Smith looking for his signature moment in the 2021 Major League Baseball playoffs. Can this be it?
Runner on, 1 out. Remember, Will Smith ambushed the first pitch he saw in Game 2 for a home run, his first of this postseason.
Down low, ball.
Will Smith is
Come on, Smitty.
this season. 7
Come on, Smitty.
Will put the Dodgers ahead.
He's the biggest clutch bat. He's hitting 8th in the lineup tonight because of a left-handed starter.
Timeout.
His right-hander's much better. There aren't many right-handers like Rogers.
Former Dodgers are killing it.
Will Smith.
Oh, Bobby went to that game. That's right. Bobby was at the game today. I forgot all about that shit. Bobby getting ready to leave Fenway Park as we speak.
Landed 4 rows up in the bleachers at Oracle Park.
All right, wind really blowing outside now. Next pitch. Base hit, left field. Sousa stops at second. The Dodgers got runners on first and second with 1 out. First and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
If Lamont Wade has any bobble at all, Sousa's on his way to third base.
This one over the meaty part of the plate against Will Smith. Base hit to left field. Look, Sousa.
Stella says, okay now, Homer. I don't have an F5, you fools. Big stick activated. Kaplan coming out to take old Rogers out.
Tyler Rogers, normally pitching late in games, came on in the 5th inning. And now he's out here in the 7th.
You guys are trolling me now, you little bastards.
And now Jake McGee.
All right, McGee coming in. I got to go burn one.
Season appearance this year. The big man on his way in, the former Dodger.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Don't miss me too much. Just miss me. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm going to have to take that Dodger flag down off the flagpole after this game because the wind is crazy out there right now. It's going to shred it.
All season long in McGee. What we found interesting in Game 2 is that he's always been a dominant fastball pitcher, but we saw some changeups and some breaking pitches from McGee in Game 2.
Another former Dodger on the mound. Austin Barnes was announced as the pinch hitter. Then McGee was put in by Kapler, and Dave Roberts is going to stick with Barnes here.
All right, Barnes is the pinch hitter.
Rogers, a season-high 29 pitches.
Reset the table, bottom of the 7th. 1 out, runners on first and second for your Dodgers, down 1-0.
1-0 Giants lead. Tying run at second base.
First pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice rake by Barnes there, though. Nice swing.
So Dodger team that won
Anthony says we must score here. Yes, we would. I like the swing, Bilbo. Shut the hell up.
Currently in a 16-game winning streak here at Dodger Stadium.
Barnes is going to get a single. Actually, Barnes is going to hit a double right here. Double for Barnes right here.
50,000 mostly on their feet.
Right field double for Barnes right here. That's my call. Boom! Oh my goodness. Foul ball right off the umpire's mask. He deserved that shit.
There you go.
Blind bastard.
He's had a few.
This umpire looks like he's related to that Webb. He looks like he's his grandpa.
Jake McGee had a blown save.
What's up, Valhalla lady?
Hello.
Shortly after that, he was
How's it
injured.
going?
This is a
Oblique
big
injury,
moment.
September 12th.
Big moment here. Dodgers got runners on first and second. No balls, 2 strikes to Barnes, 1 out. The COO has joined us in the studio.
And Barnes is
Barnes strikes out.
McGee climbs the ladder with a fastball.
High heat.
Big out. Second out of the inning as McGee strikes out his first batter faced.
This is the Jake McGee you're used to seeing. Heavy usage of that good fastball up in the strike.
Barnes knew about halfway through the swing that he was swinging at nothing.
Against McGee.
Yellowman says, tell the COO we're headed to overtime.
Oh, yeah, great.
In the regular season.
You think your mom's still awake?
Probably.
Okay.
Pitched in the
Probably pretty close,
NLDS
though.
Against Atlanta, 3 games in.
Wait, what do you mean?
World
We
Series
need to talk to her.
appearance.
There's people running around her neighborhood.
Her
From
neighborhood?
the Dodgers to the Giants. Just like the man who started this game, Alex Wood. Fastball misses.
Come on, Mookie. We need something here, man.
No strikes.
Yeah, 2X Dodger.
1 ball, no strikes to Mookie Betts. 2 outs, runners on first and second in the bottom of the 7th. I think Bilbo's just trolling at this point. He's just trolling, trying reverse luck or some shit. Next pitch. No!
Brandon Crawford goes up the ladder. Takes it
Crawford
away
robs him.
from Mookie Betts. Inning is over. And the defense is shining brightly tonight. Timed his jump perfectly. Got the hair flying. McGee pumping the fist. And the Giants are out of it. They still lead 1-0.
I thought he went higher up the ladder there, but it was just kind of a routine. He got up there quick. He got up there quick, but it wasn't like it was way over his head or no bullshit like that. Man, the Dodgers have wasted a lot of opportunities, y'all. Wasted a lot of opportunities and running out of outs here. Yeah, Mookie got all of that. Man, it must be tough, man. If you're not trolling, Bilbo, it must tough being you for sports fandom, my man. It must be really tough. It must be really tough for you, my man. I'm not sure what I'm doing, Rebecca. I'm not sure if I'm going to do tomorrow night or not. I think probably if the Giants win, it's an elimination game. Gary says Dodger Stadium is as quiet as a library right now. You can hear the wind now? Yeah, it's pretty bad out there right now. I'm going to have to take a 626 as I blocked him. Yeah, the wind is really picking up. I'm going to have to get the flags down after this game's over. I got a Dodger flag flying out there, the World Series flag, and I got to make sure to do that. Beantown Breakdown leveled up his membership for 9 months. Says cheers, Valhalla, ALCS bound. Congrats to you, Bobby. Congrats to you. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership, my buddy. I'm happy that them Dodgers are helping you guys out, buddy. But man, you got to be excited. Who do you want? Who do you want to face, Bobby? Who do you want to face? Who do you want to face in that ALCS? If the Red Sox get another couple wins, Bobby will be screaming he wants the Dodgers. He'll be screaming he wants to play the Dodgers.
For twice robbing Mookie Betts of base hits tonight. That was a big one. Snaring a line drive.
Poncho's not worried if the Dodgers lose today. Says they do well when they're facing elimination. Blake Trinan in, 1.99 ERA.
And a great breaking ball from Trinan.
First pitch. Popped up. Pollock, after some difficulty, right near the end of the catch, makes it, and we've got one out.
And there was Crawford on the other end.
Well, to have the kind of skills and a ball hit 100 miles an hour, and you see the reaction from Mookie Betts, the pitcher Jake McGee, but more importantly, the people who watch Scherzer too.
Dr. Rock says Dodgers versus Red Sox would be awesome. I think it'd be way cool because of the Dodger contingent. You got Verdugo and Hernandez over there.
Three-time Gold Glove Award winner, one of the best shortstops in the game. And his skills have been on display all series.
Dorothy Cedillo said, really enjoy seeing Dodgers game with you. Been a Dodgers fan since I was 9. I'm from Silver City, New Mexico. Yeah, you're just a couple hours away from me, Dorothy. Just a couple hours away from me.
McGee combining for 7 outs after Alex Wood was taken out in the 5th.
Next pitch. Right downtown bang, called strike.
Giants have been able to piece this together.
The Giants got their fireballer Duvall, the right-handed pitcher, up in the bullpen.
Getting ready in the San Francisco bullpen. That is their closer.
Swing and a miss.
Cody Bellinger in the
Bellinger in the game
base.
at first base now.
Ball pursues a pitch.
Kerry, I'll probably stream tomorrow.
Roberts has used
I'll
4
probably stream
players
tomorrow.
in that spot
Watch for the
tonight.
thumbnail.
3 different first basemen
Next pitch.
trying to deal.
Fouled first base side. 1 ball, 2 strike to Dickerson. Josh says, why didn't Belly bat instead of Barnes if they were going to put Bellinger in anyway?
Fouls it away.
Fouled back.
88-mile-an-hour fastball.
Jansen gets all the accolades, but boy, Trinan has been as valuable in that bullpen as anyone. As valuable as anyone in the bullpen.
Rob says, oh great, another day I won't get any work done.
Deal with the Dodgers. I agree.
Next pitch. Up high, ball.
They have an excellent
98-mile-an-hour
closers.
heaters. Up at chest
Another one
level.
of those pitchers. Finley Jansen has resurrected his game and his style, adding some pitches. He has been a dominant closer again in the second half. Trying with 32 holds.
Next pitch.
Dickerson, little flare, and that's going to be Seager.
Seager runs into the umpire but makes the catch anyway. 2 away.
Massive human being just brushed him off like a fly. 2 outs.
It didn't matter if Doug was there or not. He could just reach over him and pluck it out of the sky.
Man, if we do lose Seager, I'm going to miss him. He's just a class act, y'all.
2 up, 2 down for Blake Trinan.
I'll miss him if we lose him because he's a class act.
So back to the top of the order. Here is Solano. Remember, he came in defensively for LaStella and made a beautiful play.
All right, Solano up with 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the 8th.
Defensive gems here tonight for the Giants. Looking ahead to the Dodger 8th. Trey Turner, Corey Seager, Justin Turner.
Hey, shout out to Bobby from Beantown Breakdown. Motherfucker, I already want the Dodgers. $4.99 super chat.
He's coming in.
Bobby already got that win muscle that he gets after his teams get a big win. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Trinan only allowed an earned run in 4.
Yep, Jock, another home run today.
49.
Bobby wants the Dodgers. Wants the Dodgers. You better get through that next round first, Bobby. You better get through that next round. You better hope them Sox beat them Astros. Because I personally feel like this is a collision course, Dodgers-Astros for the World Series. Up high, ball.
Strikes. Think about this. Scherzer.
1 ball, 2
7
strikes.
runs, 1 run, 10 Ks.
Leonard Villapueta says Dodger dog activated.
7 in a row. Finished his night retiring 9 in a row.
Johnny G says Trinan should close the game, not Jansen.
Longoria's homer in the 5th.
You got to use all your at-bats, though. Next pitch. Down low, a bouncer backhanded by Smith.
Solano didn't bite. 2-2 the count.
Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it's not that tough.
He is. He's out there throwing heat, Josh.
It's a 100-mile-an-hour four-seamer.
He's out there throwing that heat.
Two-seamer and a wipeout slider.
Like a wiffle ball he's throwing. See what he has in mind. 2-2 the count. 2 outs in the 8th.
Fouls it back again.
99 with the fastball.
Fouls it back again, y'all. He is throwing that heat. Come on, get this fool right here.
Home run, standing tall tonight. Giants have 6 defensive outs to get. And the Dodgers are trying to ruin their story here. They're into their bullpen early.
Next pitch. Fouled off again. Next pitch by Trine, it'll be 15. 15.
As it gets deeper into the count.
126 in the chat.
In the low 50s right now. It's a cool, windy night. Oh, it's a slider.
Next pitch. Check, swing, strike. Take a seat. Over there. You just got struck out by Blake the Brick Triton. All right, we're going to get Duvall, y'all. Turner, Seager, Turner due up for the Dodgers.
This right here.
Holy shit. Holy shit, y'all. 128. 128. Shit's got serious. All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's do it. I don't know how we're going to do it. We got to have some fanfare, right? We got to have some fanfare. Oh,
Big stick activated!
Don't say you don't get no flair on the Valhalla channel, y'all. Don't say you don't get no flair. Don't say you don't get no flair up on Valhalla Sports Talk, y'all. If this was Applebee's, they would make me Employee of the Month. If this was Applebee's, they would make me the Employee of the Month. Now, I'll do a shot, too. I'll do a shot, too. So we've got the big stick activated. We're going to light up the fireball. Toast. What else can we do? We can ring the shot bell. Shit's got serious up in here. Shit got worked. Bobby says, I have you playing through Apple CarPlay. Don't do that shit again. I almost fucking crashed. Can I blow flames after a shot? I wish. That would be cool. That would be cool if I could. We're coming, Robert. This is the inning. This is the freaking inning. Here, I'll do this for Rob Parsons. We'll pull this hat out that has nothing but positive mojo. This is a Dodger and Laker championship hat. And we're going to wear it. It was sent to us from Rocha, a Giants fan. We're going to beat him with his own hat on.
Ball is on the mound in the 8th inning.
We're going to beat him with his own hat on.
First pitch in there for us. This is a big pull by Gabe Kapler right here.
Yeah, trying to get 6 outs. The ball gave him 6 outs earlier this season, but it was not easy. He was up and down 4 different times.
Vamos Doyers.
Finally recalled for the last time on September 5th.
Turner fouls the first pitch back with the big stick activated.
Since that time, September 5th, 16 games, a 4-0 record, 3-3 in saves, runs allowed, none.
Turner 0 for 3 on the night, though.
Inning outing was prior to that final call-up. That was
This series, best of 5 series, tied up at 1.
7-0 Giant win.
Next pitch, way outside, ball.
Only occasion all year he recorded 6 outs for San Francisco in the big leagues.
Like
come on, I want to win this game with this hat on. Rocha will be so angry.
On some of the things in his mechanics.
He'll be so angry.
Control where he could throw a strike when he had to.
1-2 to
Next
change
pitch, up high, ball.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ball.
In the Dodger bullpen, Kenley Jansen.
Cops noise sounded better.
Trying to retire the side in order.
Kenley Jansen up in the Dodgers pen. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Turner.
Dodgers are right where they want to be in the batting order. Turner, Seager.
Win, pick it up. Turner, bouncer. Third base, fielded by Longoria. Long throw, and they get Turner at first. 1 out. It was Trey. It was Trey Turner. All right, here comes Seager.
So didn't want to take a chance, kind of gather himself. So
Here comes Corey Seager,
to make it a little easier.
your World Series
To give the
MVP.
first baseman a chance if the throw is offline to make a tag with perfect throw.
Trey Turner, one of the fastest players in the majors.
141 in the chat.
Takes care of him for out number 1.
141 in the chat. Big stick activated. Giants clinging to a 1-run game. Next pitch. Seager ropes it.
Pulls it foul.
Foul into the netting on the first base side.
And indeed he did. He'll need a new piece of lumber.
He sent the bat boy who had one bat, sent it in for the other one.
The one with hits in it, he
That's
said.
right.
Loggy Raiders is pull over.
Okay, what Camilo Doval is doing here for the Giants. For a historical.
Seager back to get a little bit more sticky on the bat.
To go back to Francisco Rodriguez with the Angels in 2001. You know, he came up and he just dominated at the end of
Roland
the year.
says Seager is overdue.
A great closer for many years in the major leagues. With 300 career saves. But Doval, this was unthinkable even a month ago.
All right, no balls, 1 strike to Seager.
Into a position.
Duvall, the righty, readies.
He's added the command.
The 0-1. Seager fouls it off third base side.
101 mile-an-hour fastball.
Rebecca says he broke his bat. Oh, I didn't know that.
No chance. It was way late.
And this is a pitcher who went through a period of time that they weren't sure he could throw enough strikes to stay in the big leagues. And that's why he went up and down 4 different times. Fully developed now.
No balls, 2 strikes to Seager. Way outside, ball, 100 mile an hour heater outside, but about a foot out of the zone.
But that's what the Giants say, as you pointed out, that it's like he has just the lowest, slowest.
David put his other Brooklyn hat on.
Calm cat on the mound, barely shows any.
Come on, Seager.
reaction at all. He loves his poise.
The 1-2 to Seager. Down low, ball.
Slider, 88. It was in a 2-2 count to Trey Turner.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Corey Seager. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th. San Francisco 1, Dodgers 0.
Justin Turner due next. 1-0 Giants lead in the 8th. In the air.
Seager hits it. Left field. Actually, center field. The wind stops it, and it's caught.
To make the play. 2 up and 2 down for Doval.
She's not in here anymore, Rob.
A native of the Dominican Republic. As MLB celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month by recognizing the contributions made to this game by the Latino baseball community, past and present.
154 in the chat. Dodgers down to their last out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Visit lasmayores.com.
Can we get one of those famous 2-out Dodger rallies
2 up, 2 down.
when they need it the most? We've got the right guy at the plate.
Facing Justin
Red
Turner.
turn. Justin Turner at the plate. Justin Turner at the plate. Way up high, ball.
Let it fly. I think yes, he is. Turner is a very good high-velocity fastball hitter.
2-out rally. Do it, JT, says Matthew Mueller. Swing and a miss.
Way out in front of a slider.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's almost like you got to cover 12, 13 miles an hour difference between that 101.
Alex
top
Duran says we got a 2-out rally coming here.
and the 88 slider.
Next
Here
pitch.
comes Turner.
Turner swing and a miss. Chased another one.
Turner lost his thumb guard, I think, the guard that hitters use. A lot of times they'll get jammed, and they use that to stop it.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Justin Turner. 2 outs,
Turner's
nobody on.
Adam Wainwright came on a curveball.
USC Trojan fans says cool Steve Garvey jersey. Appreciate it, buddy.
Posey wants a slider.
Next
1-2
pitch.
pitch. Ooh, he hung it.
Ooh, up high. Just missed. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tough to get that call when
2 balls, 2 strikes. Turner 1 for 3 on the night. This next pitch by Duvall will be 15.
Posey wants another one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2
Next
outs.
pitch.
And Turner in the air.
Turner pop fly right field.
Over to Yastrzemski, and that'll do it.
Yastrzemski makes the
3 up
catch.
and 3 down.
We're headed to the ninth, y'all.
3 more big outs to get though. We go to the ninth. Giants coming up. They lead 1-0.
All right, we're headed to the ninth, everybody. Yellowman says if we don't win tonight, I might be too hungover for tomorrow. King Yellowman says, I think Bilbo is bad luck. Somebody ban him. All right, that hat didn't work. Man, y'all, headed to the ninth, down 1-0. This wind at Dodger Stadium, we didn't need that shit. We didn't need that shit. I'm going to put on the Bilbo hat. B for Bilbo. Sad sack. Robert says nobody listens to me. Yeah, this wind knocking everything down that's up in the air. You should have made a decision in like the 6th inning to play small ball. Fear No More says, I swear it's the Garvey jersey. It is not. Clayton Kissinger said San Francisco wins. Williams said no hat fireball has worked the last 2 games. Gary A says it's freaking over. Johnny says Austin Barnes is the one that killed the momentum. Ah, y'all, come on, man. This sucks. This sucks. Lone Wolf says beat LA. Rob says it's time for me to put on some Birkenstocks. I don't even own any of them damn things. I do have my chanclas on right now, though. I do have my chanclas on right now, my man. Fear No More says just take the jersey off. You mean you want me shirtless? Dr. Rock says Valhalla. Fear No More says beat LA. How original. All right, here we go. Giants
Division Series on TBS.
coming up to bat.
And a 1-0 game as Evan Longoria, his 10th career postseason homer, knocks one out against Max Scherzer, defied the wind.
152 in the house.
That came in the 5th inning.
All right, Kenley Jansen out for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the ninth, or the top of the ninth.
Trennan, and now Jansen running.
Yeah, 38 saves in 69 games.
Put a sweater on.
Not only is throwing that patented cutter, but also mixing a curveball or breaking ball.
Like Mr. Rogers.
Mike Yastrzemski will lead off for the Giants.
First pitch to Yastrzemski is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball becomes the center of the story because it's one thing to go out and have all that adrenaline, and he's pumping it up.
All right, Dodgers in the shift to the first base side.
The Dodger order 1, 2, 3. Now you go sit down on a cold night and have to generate all that back up again. And something he's only
wind really blowing out there, y'all.
That comes with experience. He doesn't have that option.
Giants are
Next pitch.
riding those arms till the end.
Called strike.
Yastrzemski takes a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Johnny says the Dodgers win when their backs are against the wall.
A.J. Pollock. And then Cody
Anthony
Bellinger.
hates the shift. Yellowman says Cody's coming through tonight.
Has the same expression as he did when he was on the mound. Nothing there. He'd be a great poker player on that.
Next pitch. Up high ball.
Sometimes we talk about closers and
So I've heard people say that if Jansen isn't above 92, is it 92 or 93 that we need to worry? That last pitch was 92.
He had always been reluctant to add pitches off of his cutter. Not necessarily to add or toy with, but never really use in those big spots. That all changed this year.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss.
The cutter still is bread and butter.
It's the top. Hunter Linnell, top of the ninth. Dodgers are the home team.
Change of pace, kind of pitch a curveball. And then that sinking fastball has really changed how Jansen...
145 in the chat. We got a couple trolls rolling in here.
The 2-2, and Yastrzemski
Fouled, first base side.
Roller foul.
Roland says it's time for the big comeback.
Few pitchers in this game. Over the
Carey
course
with the
of a
question
long
mark.
career. Jansen's had a long career. You see Buster Posey on deck. At some point, have to add to their arsenal to make them.
All right, Yastrzemski's 0 for 3, and he's in a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on. No outs. Top of the ninth.
2-2 the count.
Next pitch. Take a seat. Over there. You just got struck out by Jansen.
Well, that's 13 in a row retired by Dodger pitchers.
Ryan says big arm activated.
Trying it now, Jansen.
That's the backdoor cutter. A perfect pitch that catches that outside part framed nicely. Jansen, I don't know if you can
Carey says, I don't know why I was put in timeout. All I did was ask what time it was in L.A.
Of a man.
Oh, you don't need to go, Carey. Are you sure you didn't put it in caps or something?
Long-time rivals in the National League West.
Swing and a miss.
Just some
Swing and a
housekeeping
miss.
Here, by the way. So due up for the Dodgers in the ninth. The Dodgers
Rob,
got
or Carey,
Nelson
nobody
Cicero
timed
down.
you out, says
So
Rob.
it's going to be Taylor, Pollock, and then Jansen's spot will come up. So the Dodgers have some options on their bench for the bottom of the ninth inning. That's a strike.
Called strike.
0-2 the count.
No balls, 2 strikes to Posey.
Jansen in that stretch, he'll have that double hip swivel. Kind of reminds me of the hip swiveling you'll see from quarterbacks pre-game to get ready for a game.
No balls, 2 strikes to Posey. 1 out, nobody on.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Over there. You just got struck out by Kenley Jansen.
He's here in the ninth inning.
Just went right after him. No messing around from Jansen to Posey. And the two faced each other so much. Foul tip. It stays in the glove of Smith.
All right, here we go. Crawford coming up 0 for 3. He flied out his last at bat. He comes up with 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the ninth. Fouled off, third base side.
A lot of great defensive plays this evening.
Well, pitcher's duel and a wind duel. The wind has been keeping everything down in this park tonight.
That Crawford made.
That came with 2 outs and 2 on.
No balls, 1 strike to Crawford. Next pitch outside, a ball.
Homer in game 1.
A ball.
They had scored all of their runs in that victory in game 1 on the home run ball. There were 3 homers. Posey had a 2-run shot. Chris Bryant and then Crawford. And their lone run tonight on a Longoria home run.
This ball fouled off, third base side.
For the San Francisco Giants. All the 30-somethings who have resurrected their great careers this year all together.
All right, fans on their feet at Dodger Stadium,
Something new. To revitalize
waving their
this
rally
team.
towels. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, top of the 9th.
1-0 Giants lead. 1-2 to count on Crawford.
Next pitch. Fouled off, third base side.
That was a mistake. There's just enough off the velocity. There's that breaking ball again. But it's 81 miles an hour, and it's enough of a change of pace. That's been a big pitch for Jansen, as he has written the new script for himself. No ball pacing, knowing he's got 3 more outs to go.
All right, next pitch. Swing and a miss. Take a seat over there. Jansen comes in strong in the top of the 9th and retires the Giants in order. And to the bottom of the 9th we go, with the Dodgers trying to walk these fools off in Game 3 of the NLDS. Woo! King Yellowman. Walk it off, please. Let's do something here, y'all. You can't walk it off. You can't go ahead until you tie it, but man, a 2-run shot would be nice, but we got to get somebody on base for that to happen. Let's go Dodgers, says Pancho Coyote. Rob Parson throwing up them LA Dodger emojis. Tony P says F5 next inning. I guess so. I guess so, y'all.
Dog stick activated. Dog stick activated here for the bottom of the 9th.
Come on, Dodgers. Come on, Dodgers. Let's not let them go up 2-1. I haven't heard about like starting pitchers for tomorrow. I haven't heard. King Yellowman says Cody can become a hero again tonight. Rome Loves Dam said, where did all this copycat Let's Go stuff come from? Is anyone original? What are you talking about? Bilbo says, Valhalla, admit I make your chat fun. I don't know that you do that. Manta Racer says, be a Dodger hero. Big Stick Energy says Carlos Parache. Man, that was a huge gust right there. That was a huge gust of wind. I got to get those flags down, y'all. I got to get those flags down. So now it's either rain or dirt that's hitting the side of the shed. It's either rain or dirt. But it's a lot of whatever it is. All right, let's get back to it. Let's hope the stream holds up. All right, Duvall versus Chris Taylor. First pitch. Ooh, that was a nice pitch, too. Straight down the middle.
For strike one. Boy, this will be the story of the postseason. If this
Taylor 0 for 2 with a walk.
these final 2 innings.
Let's go Dodgers, the chant from the Dodger Stadium crowd.
Taylor's already had a moment in these postseason so far as these guys won the
Taylor, high fly ball, shallow center field.
and he's got it for out number 1.
There ain't nothing flying out of here, boys. We got to get somebody on base.
Last time a Giants pitcher had a 2-inning or more save, a famous moment in Giants franchise history. Madison Bumgarner went 5 innings. 5 innings in Game
It's a Garvey
7
jersey.
2014 World Series against Kansas City.
It could be $18,000 boxes of marijuana hitting my shed.
The ball is 2 outs away.
All right, here we go. Pollock.
0 for 3
Next pitch.
on the first pitch.
Pollock pops up the first pitch. Shallow right, long run with the wind. It hit the netting. It hit the netting.
Tonight coming out of the northeast really helped Pollock that time. That's a sure out on any other night at Dodger Stadium.
Well, it would have been in play. I don't know if it would have been a sure out because it was in kind of that Bermuda Triangle part of the field. But
Flags straight out in center field. Wind pushing to that first base side, it looks like.
It was not a safe situation. Crawford homered to make it 4-0, but he came on and he retired the side in order. Gavin Lux has moved on deck. That's Jansen's spot.
Robert says Duvall says it's over.
At Dodger Stadium. 58 wins in the regular season and the wild card win. The wind has picked up. If you can believe it.
No balls and a strike.
I can believe it.
1 out, 9th inning. No
Next
ball
pitch.
deals, and a
Swing and a miss by Pollock.
0-2 the count on A.J. Pollock.
Pollock in an 0-2 hole.
Just in case.
Pollock in an 0-2 hole, y'all.
Dodgers should tie.
Alvarez up in the Giants bullpen. Alvarez up. Next pitch. Check swing strikeout by Pollock. Actually, it was in the zone too. Go sit down. Go sit down, Pollock.
With his first strikeout is
Not only did you check swing that all the way,
On your computer. This is exactly what it would look like if you wanted perfection. That gets the call for Barrett.
Pollock asked him if it was on the swing. Ted Barrett said it was.
yep, Dodgers down to their last out here in Game 3 of the NLDS.
2 in a row. 5 consecutive outs for Doval. And now the Dodgers down to their last out. And
Gavin Lux at the plate.
One of the hottest hitters on the Dodger roster down the stretch.
Next pitch, outside, ball.
100-mile-an-hour fastball. And a 24-year-old closer and a 23-year-old hitter.
Come on, let's tie this bad boy. Let's get it tied. Let's get it tied. Next pitch. Lux in the air. Center field. Duggar catches it as the wind stops it at the warning track. Giants win. Giants win. That ball literally was gone and it just stopped as it was hit by the wind in center field.
Lux is beside himself at first base. He covered that completely in the state of the park.
He cannot believe.
I've been saying it all year. These Giants are the luckiest team I've ever seen in baseball. They come in here tonight, Dodgers getting good bats, and everything knocked down. How many did we have knocked down at the warning track tonight? Just stopped at the warning track.
Almost slept on that warning track.
Crazy.
6 up, 6 down. A 2-inning dramatic save.
Freaking force field out there, no doubt.
Evan Longoria with a.
All right, so the Giants wrestle back home field advantage.
The difference in this game.
They wrestle back home field advantage. Game 4 will be tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium.
Season history won on a 1-0 score with a solo homer. Casey Stengel had it inside the.
Game 4 tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium, and if there's a Game 5, it will go back to the Bay. Beantown Breakdown says God is a Red Sox fan. Yellowman says we shouldn't be swinging for the fences. I think you almost have to in that last inning. Tony P is pissed. Yeah, weird game. Hey, no problem, Sheila. Appreciate you. Rob says I may have smashed my computer. Just horrible. 149. So the Giants take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 series. Looking to close it out at Baseball Mecca tomorrow. Elder Juan. People giving up again, just like before. Just like before, people just give up. I don't know how some of you are even fans of teams. I don't even know how some of you do it. All right, good night, Bobby. Good night, dude. Congrats again. Robert says, Valhalla, you did a great job as always. Thanks you, buddy. I don't know how some of you are even fans of any sports team. If you guys give up at the slightest hint of something difficult. Fear no more, you're welcome. Tony P says, I'm not giving up, I just hate the performance. It was a horrible performance, I agree there. Yeah, I think that ball was out without the wind. I think there were at least 3 of them that would have been out tonight. I think the Giants had 2 other ones that would have gone out too, though. I think the Giants would have got another couple home runs as well tonight if it wasn't for the wind. Fear no more says this thing's going 5 games. Rob says, great stream, mate. Be back tomorrow. Go do some work, Rob. Go do some work, buddy. Scott says, man, I was at the game. I'm leaving crying now. Greg Tovis says, hell yeah, Valhalla, tell him. Yeah, Bellinger never got an at-bat. The Crawford steal hurt, and so did the Mookie Betts hit, where Mookie hit it and Crawford went up the ladder and got it. That was a big part there too. Loggy Raider says, I'm a Raiders fan. I know disappointment. Good night, Dodger Nation says, fear no more. Rob says, I'm not working. No work. Well, you can't blame me for the whole day, dude. You can't blame me for the whole day if I just caused you to miss some of it. Gary says, maybe if the guys at the stadium brought some energy tonight. Was it really cold there tonight? Tim Van Voorhis headed off to bed. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. Lone Wolf says, see you tomorrow. LBC says, Rocha didn't cancel his stream today. Not today. David says, let's go White Sox tomorrow. Martine Lasorsa said, if God is a Red Sox fan, I'm glad I left the church. Rebecca's going to wear some Dodger blue tomorrow. Scott said, I've never heard the winds like that in Dodger Stadium. When I heard the crack of the bat from Lux, I thought it was gone. Wild that Scherzer's first loss as a Dodger comes in the playoffs. Gary says they're not beating Webb in San Francisco. And probably losing tomorrow because they have nobody pitching for them. You know how many bullpen games we've won this year, Gary? You know how many games we've won just throwing a bunch of pitchers out there? No problem, Greg. Alrighty, well, it was fun doing this. I learned a lot on doing this on the computer. The camera seemed to work okay. I am a little red. It's the same time tomorrow. It's the same time tomorrow, Rob. Same time tomorrow. Martine says, I just got back into baseball this year. I almost forgot about my anxiety. GG says Yellowman. You're welcome, Rebecca. Well, he should be excited. He should be excited. They are in the driver's seat without a doubt. Yep, tomorrow's a new day. All right, everybody, I'm going to cut this thing off. I got to go get these flags down from the flagpole before they shred and the flagpole falls over or whatever. Well, you guys have a great night. Be nice to your neighbor. enjoy your teams. It was good to see Gil. Thank you, Gil, for that $50 super chat. Appreciate it, dude. And hey, we're gonna be back at this, y'all. We're gonna be back at it and try to cheer these Dodgers to victory. We were down last year. Like this and ended up coming back in a series and winning it. If I'm remembering right. So maybe we can do that again. All right, everybody. Good night, everybody. Valhalla